Made a quick 750 on the way down. I'll be live soon. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What are we doing today? I'm getting ready to do the put. I think right now on a 3805 contract, went down from about $25, 20 something. It was up there about what, $22. It's down to 10 right now. 990. We still got a little bit of up. I want to see how far this is going to go. If not, this might be going back up. We might have seen the bounce. I don't know if anybody did any trades this morning. Fortunately, I did one. I got out way too early. I got out and it ran another $6. But I did manage to make $750 on my first trade. Look at it. What did I just tell you? It was going to keep going up. So I'm watching SPX on the bottom and I'm watching SPY on the top. This is just totally unbelievable day. And it was a day you could have made a lot of money, especially in the SPX. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's see what's going on. That's my new friend. Wow, it just dropped from $10 down to $8.10. That's amazing. That is amazing. This thing just keeps on dropping, and it's going up. And we might just have seen the turn, which is unfortunate because the actual call that I'm looking at just went all the ways from $12 to $22. That $10, shares. I mean, just 500 shares, 5 contracts. You could have made yourself just then substantial. Okay, I forgot to turn the microphone on. It's on now. Not the microphone. I mean the recording. So I messed up this tape again. But anyway, I'm just watching this thing, and it's just totally incredible day. We're going to probably go here. We're probably looking at about 381.75. Upper target I put for today, which is at 383, and at the rate we're going, look at this thing go! Wow, this is amazing, just totally amazing. 381.25 right now, 381.25. Let's see what we can do here. Right there's the upper VWAP plot. So I'm on a 5-minute. I'm going to bring this back down for a second on a 1 minute. All right, so you can see exactly how far we really are. And let's put this one up to about 380. Look at the distance this thing has just traveled. If any of you are in a put, congratulations, because you're making some powerful money right now. All right, so 385. What do we got here? The way this thing moves, 381.90. I want to leave it there. I'm telling you, it's going right for there. 380. We're looking at about 382. Let's bring this. Let's see. Let's edit this. Wow. I want to say 382 on the upper. I shouldn't do that. I'm going to cancel that. Why? Because then I'll be right on top of my other line, and I'm going to have to move this right now and say this is right now resistance at 50. Look at this thing. Look at this powerful. This thing just ran 379. Can you imagine? I'm looking, like I said, at SPX. In 4 minutes, SPX just ran from 38.12 to 29. That's $17. 500 shares, 5 contracts would have made you just then about what did I say, $17 would have been $8,500 you would have just made if you had done a call. Now it's a little too crazy to try to do that, so we may want to think about that put coming up very soon to a station close to your home. All right, let's see what we got going here. All right. I got 14, 15. All right, so anybody here make any trades today? Any trades? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Coming back down. Here we go. Where's my hold on. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? $6. I don't want to give my money back. I really don't. Look at that. Fake out. Fake out. It's going back up, folks. Going up. Going up. See that lower shadow? That lower shadow tells you when it does that, going back up. It's going to see if it can break that 50 mark right now. 38, 81.50. 540, 570. Come on. Should have hit it. 590. I'm watching the contracts to see how they're moving. It's coming back down a little bit. 610, 590. It's holding. 610. This is the contract I'm calling out. It's a 3805 contract. And let's see if I'm looking at which contract this is. Wow, that puts me, wow, that's way out of the money at this point. I'm going to go back up. Let's go back to 3830. That's expensive, but let's say 3825 because this thing's really moved. Let's go to blue. Okay. And this one here, we're going to go to yellow. These contracts are changing so fast. Okay, so now I got a 3825 contract here. And I got 3810 on the other one. Let me just check that. 38. No, that shouldn't be right. 38. I'm going to go to 3830. Just out of the money on the call. And a 3830. 3830. I don't know why I didn't take on the blue. Let's go. And 3830 is 51 on the delta. These are today's contracts. All right, 3825. I can deal with that. 1140. All right, hold on. But still, we're still moving up, so no puts yet. No puts yet. Okay. One more. No puts yet. Very soon. Very soon. Let's see. 3825 is just out of the money now. See, it's changing. I want to go back to that 3830. I want the best contract that's going to pay me if I jump in. 3830, because once that thing starts dropping, that what happens is the 3830. I got it. 3830. Okay, it's $18. Expensive contract. $15. Let's see. When it starts dropping, the delta will start going up even higher. So if the delta right now is at 3830 is 52, it could end up 63 to 68 as it drops. So that's a real good thing. If it goes up, then of course as the stock goes up, then the delta on the puts will drop. Okay, it'll go less and less. So it'll go from 50 to 45 to, that's how they work. When they go out of the money, then the delta goes down. You all got that? Okay, let me let people know that I am live in Dex Room for a second. Okay, and let me just do this. It's going to be 1 second because I want to watch this board too. I got someone else who's ticking me on the side. Okay, let's do that. Bingo. All right, who's over there? I'm not going to touch his room. Young Jedi. Okay, bam. All right. I'm so tempted. I want to jump in. This contract just went from 15 down to 13, which is good. The lower it goes, then I can grab it. But like I said, when it does that, you see, it went down from 53 to about 50. We're okay. 50 on the 50 on the delta. We got plenty of room to fly on this thing. Ugh, just went up $1. Shoot. Come on. Oh, $2. Okay. Come on. Drop again. Give me another one. Drop down and give me 50. Oh, give me 50. I can't do 50. I can't even do 5 squats. Okay, what do we got? 1430, 1460. I want to see it's having a look rough time on resistance. You see? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why I have it on the 1 minute. You know what happens when you get to this point? If it doesn't fly up to this point right there, about 382, and that's where it's headed for right now. All right, that would be my upper target. Really would be about. I'm gonna write 382.50, but really it's 382. And the reason I don't want to be on top of the line. All right, so I already my upper target I put earlier. I already passed that. We already went through it. So I was right early this morning when it was down here. Here's my lower target, which is back down to 376. All right, which is too low. All right, we're probably looking at 377. Let's bring this up a little bit. Just the way we were dropping earlier. 377. Let's make that 50 cents. 377.50 is all. That's perfect. And there's your lower target right there, which is the lower VWAP at 377.75. All right. there's there. If we don't break this soon, this is going to be a really good put. But I'm afraid right now, because of the, if you look at the volume right now, it's less than, oh, there it is, just went over average. Okay. And that pushed it over. You see that? That's what I was, well, you can't see it now. There it is. But it went, this one here went to 117 when these were just about at average or below. So that was what we were waiting for. Still, 382 is what we're looking for. Okay? This just brings us up a little bit more. Let's say maybe 75 is now your resistance. You can see it right there. Once we get to there, it should come back down. And this sold this contract, which is great. So let's see what happens. I just don't want to give back what I made this morning, because I could have made so much more. I did it again. I got a little nervous. You know, I jumped in too late, and I watched and watched. And he who hesitates loses. So if you had jumped in the beginning this morning, unbelievable, because the SPX happened to go, where is it? Okay, here we go. I'm looking at my SPX. It went from 38.27, just forget the change, just say from 27 down to 28. So it went down $27. All right. That first move on from the 4th minute down 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's in 4 minutes, it went down $27. If you had 5 contracts, you would have made $13,500. How many of you made that today? I didn't. I made 750. I got scared. And you know what? The strange part is, okay, let me see what time I actually got in, because I don't even know if I was in at the right time. 9:35:21. So I got in, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. I got in after it started to drop on the second, which is a perfect. I'm going to show you this, okay? Let's take a quick look before this thing drops. And let me go into the SPX, all right? And I got to do this on 1 minute. Perfect. So you see here, this is where it dropped from here to there was $27. I got in here, all right around here on the 5th minute, all right? I got in at 35.21. So I was already in this minute chart. I was halfway. I jumped in here and I jumped out about here and made 750, and look at what happened. I should have stayed in until I saw some sort of reversal. But you see how fast these moves? I was afraid that was such a great move right there that it was going to come back. And I was wrong. And look at the difference. If I just stayed in, truthfully, just an extra 1 minute. 1 minute would have brought me down to here and brought me down to 09. 09, and I can't tell where I got in on here, but 38.25. Doesn't tell me exactly where I got in, but that still would have been quite a difference, because from here, 9 to what is that, 21, is that right? Look at this. From 22 to 15. So 22, I was only in for a couple of seconds. 22, that's $7 right there. And I only stayed in for, wow, I only stayed in for 20 seconds. So I really lost out. I really messed up, okay? And that's why you can't be scared. And the problem is that sometimes I know I'm doing the right thing. I know that I'm making the right moves, but I don't have enough confidence in the trade. And when I tell you guys what to do and I give you great alerts, you always make money. All of you make money. So right now, this contract's back up a little bit since I was talking, because we can see we had a slight pullback there, because remember the resistance right here. Boy, it looks a little different than I had it before, doesn't it? I could have sworn there was like, I'm on the 1 minute, right? SPY, yeah. It looked like there was before, it was like 5 across the top. That is so strange. What happened to that? But it's still there. You can see all these here, and then boom. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, trying 6, and then boom, came back. And I missed it. And right there you had from there. Now, if I look on the SPX, that same move on the SPX is from 32.25 down to 27. That was $5. So $5 right there. This is only how much? $1 from 381.74 to 381. Not even 75 cents was $4. All right, $5 on SPX would have made you $2,500. So you can see how powerful SPX is. And here we go. Here's another climb. Let's see. We're going to break over the 75. We hit it. 79. What's our next step, folks? 381.82. Okay, that is our next resistance point. But I'm going to tell you what, for right now, I'm going to put 90. Forget that. Strike that. We just hit it. We just hit it. We made contact. I can't believe that. So we just hit it for a second. And when they hit that, that was a good, look at this put. How much more can we go? Oh. I'm just afraid if I go into this put, they're gonna make this thing go even further. Look at that thing. Here it comes. Back down. Look at that. That was 50 cents. That's 50 cents right there. Let me tell you, SPX just hit from $35 down to 33. That was $2 on the SPX, which you're looking at right now. That's $1,000. That's $1,000 on the SPX. That little pullback. And that's on 5 contracts. So you can see how powerful the SPX is. I mean, but you got to remember, but what if it goes the other way? That's why you can see I jumped in, hey, Mario. That's why I jumped out this morning quick, because, hindsight's 20/20. There's no way of knowing that this morning, okay, where's my mouse? Here it is. There's no way of knowing that when I jumped in here and I jumped out here, that it was going to do this. $27 on the SPX would have made a lot of days for you and me, and I mean that would have doubled my account almost. That would have almost 50% anyway. 13,000. I would be the happiest camper. What a Christmas that would have been. I would have bought everybody here a cigar and a beer, and I don't drink. I don't smoke either. That's mighty of you. I was hoping for a Rolex. I bet you were. Well, you're going to have to go win your own Rolex. Okay. Still moving up. Still moving up. You see, so my upper targets are not that far off. Actually, I should have probably left it at 383. But I think that right there, upper VWAP plot, you know what? And that's why I show you. This is so important, this upper VWAP plot. And if you're not using upper and lower, you're really missing out on 2 great tools. All right? Upper and lower. People say that. Why do you do that? Why do you use even a VWAP when you the SPY? Because you need to know. These are different places they shoot for. Just like the mighty tools here. I mean, are we going to hit the 13 EMA today at 387? Remember, that's on a daily, okay? But are we going to hit the 200? No. Are we going to hit the 50? It's possible, but I'm very improbable today that we're going to hit that 50 again. I'm shocked that we went up like this on a Friday, all right? And that's what I expected, was straight down. And you know what? Every day there's a spike and down, VWAP plot, up to the VWAP, back down to the lower VWAP plot, back up to the VWAP. This time it's building higher lows. You see what's happening here? Here to here, and then here. We're building higher lows, and that's what you look for. So you know that when you go from orange to green here, boom. And then when we hit that VWAP, we had a little pullback, but there's your lower shadow. All right, those are probably the people who had the longs, just getting out of a position because they felt that there was a lot going, resistance out there. But you know what? There was a lot more here, and right there is 108,000, and here was 250,000. The pullback was only half of this. So whoever pulled back, remember what I always tell you: pull back and spring forward. And that's exactly what happened. All right, and then from there we had another high, and we pulled back because nothing goes straight up. But I would say nothing goes straight down, but that would prove me wrong, and that would prove me wrong. Straight up, straight down, straight up, with a little consolidation in between. Straight up, comes down, goes back up again. Look what happened here, same thing. Now what's going to happen? How far? We've built new higher days and new highs for the day. So right now, if I go to FinViz, I go to Yahoo Finance, and I go look at the SPY, I can see that the high of the day is 386.21. All right, so 386.21. So let's say right now, and I have 380. What did I say? Did I say 382? I did say 382, right? 382. What? That changed on me. Days range. Wait a second. How did I get that number? 382.17. That's impossible. 26. I was right. It changed on me. That's why. Okay. 0.25. So really, all our resistance right now is 25, and I'm going to think that there's a lot of resistance there. I had put here 382.50, so I wouldn't be on the same line. But it's exactly what I told you before. It would be at 382.25, and boom, and there's your pullback. Okay, so we can see there where all our resistance is at this point, and pretty much where we're going. Okay, I'm live now. message. Give me 1 second. Okay. There we go. Boy, that would have been a nice put right there. You would have made about 25 cents. But at this point, it's scary because you don't know if we're even got more push in here. All right, we've had a lot of push. But remember, things go up. They come down to the lower, usually up to the higher, and then usually we get some pullback. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to get some consolidation in here, and then eventually I think we're going to pull back down. And we're going to have a lot of ways to make more money today. Mario, what do you think about that? You think we're looking at a pullback soon to make some money? We had our 10 o'clock push. And if you look at this hour right there, I think it's about here. There it is. So here we had 10 o'clock on the nose. Boom. From a lows, 10 o'clock, boom. There's your pullback, and then it settles out and it comes back in. But there's your 10 o'clock we talk about every day. But yesterday, I don't think we had a 10 o'clock push. I think it did just the opposite. I think we had a pullback there at 10. So, but right now, we're on a 1 minute, and if we look at this at anything, even an hour, it's going to show us up. I'm sure. There it is. There's your up. Okay, and that's why I don't need to do that or trade. I mean, you could trade. There's your 15 minutes. There's your 10 minute. Just to show you, we're still showing up. Why wouldn't we? Okay, it is until it isn't. So if we even look 3 minutes, you can see there's that. But on the 5 minute, there was a slight pullback. But if I go to the 1 minute, we should see the slight. Nope, it reversed. So right now, we're still trying to push. We are still trying to push one more time. Let's see what happens. I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting on my hands. This is the reason for the push. Good home sales, good consumer confidence. Good, thank you. New home sales November 640. I figured that, and I knew that we would have good sales this time of the year, especially Black Friday, all those for then, and Christmas. People still want to celebrate. They still, family means everything today. And with everything else going negative around us, with the economy, people still want to go out and be family-wise. And they're going to do something, okay? So I don't know how it compares to last year, but last year, there was still a lot of people, because of COVID, that didn't go out. But, I don't know what that takes in consideration for online sales, because I don't go to the stores. I'm an online sales guy. I buy everything through the internet, whether it be main stores, my sneakers. I know what size I wear after 60 years on this earth, So I just get the size, and I know which shoes fit me and which ones I got to get for the width, That's why I like New Balance. I used to wear Nike. They always hurt me a little. They weren't as wide. New Balance, they give me that width. So you know what? I get online, I buy 3 pairs at a time. Bingo, bango, I'm done. The price I pay for one Nike, I get 3 New Balance. In fact, out of the 3 I bought, there's one I haven't even worn yet. And that's from a year and a half ago. That's because I don't get out much. You guys don't let me out of the house. You keep me here locked up. I feel like I'm a prisoner sometimes. I really do. I feel like a prisoner. Look at this. Tesla dropped all the way today, right? Tesla dropped all the way to come all the ways back up. So it did follow the SPY. So Tesla right now is at about 127, I think 75 for resistance. Let me just check that out. Yeah. And let's see. I got to move all the stuff up pretty much. 127. Wow. I got to move it up $6. Where have I been? All right. 126.75. Bingo. Okay. So I can move all this down, and it's still moving. So Tesla's resistance now is at 128. Okay. So any of you that are playing, I don't know why you would play Tesla. As good as Tesla might be, it's still moving. Actually, Tesla's next resistance point is 128.50. As good as Tesla is, the way I look at it is the same movement on Tesla or the SPY, if you can afford it, all right? If you can afford it, SPX will pay you 5 times the amount for the same amount, maybe of an outlay. Well, your outlay may be more, but even one contract of SPX is equivalent to 5 of Tesla or the SPY. So that's why I'm saying to you, I don't know. I was doing the SPY for so long. But true, there's a lot of risk when you do SPX, because if it goes the other way, I mean, we've seen some drops. I watched DEC this morning, and I just said, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why did you wait so long? Why weren't you in that put for the drop? He waited for the whole drop, and then it came up a little. He thought it was going to drop more. It's like, wow, this thing just dropped $27. What are you waiting for? Well, I don't get them sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Where's engineer? Good morning. Okay, where are you, baby girl? Oh, you're here. Okay. Okay, so we're watching. Look at this thing. It broke right through. All right, so we can see right now. I'm going to have to edit this up and bring this up to 380. I'm going to bring it to 385. It's way out there. Okay, it's probably not going to happen, but there it is. I'm putting it to 385. It's probably, like I said, it's not going to happen. If it does, it's going to be extraordinary. But I'm just going to keep it out of the way because this thing keeps doing extraordinary things. And right here, let's make this 75. That will make the, I'm going much lower on my support because we know how far this can drop. So at 382.75, what do we got here? It's 380. You know, I've seen this thing drop like it's been dropping. It's amazing. But let's see, I'm going to move it up a little and I'll go to about right there, which is 380. I'm going to go $2 on this. Nah, maybe I'll go a little more. Let's go to right there. 381.50. Okay, there we go. For right now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be bringing it down soon. But I think that, and this, wow, this contract's down to $8. Amazing. So remember this contract before, when I just took this contract and I put it in here, it was at $25.95, and it's come all the way down to $8.40. So if I go back and look at my 80, let's see, what is that? My 38.30 contract. My 38.30 contract is now out of the money, so now I'm going to go bring it up to a 38.40, which is going to put me 50 cents on. So I'm willing to pay more. I'm willing to go more because my account can do that. And it's starting now. It's at 13.30, and I'm at, let's see, check one more time. 38. What did I say? 40. It's at 52. It's good enough on the Delta. If I go to 45, it's 58. If I go to 50. For 19, I was buying contracts this morning at over $20. My contract I bought this morning, the first one, was, I went right in the money, 38.25, 23.50. So you know I was high on that Delta. That thing did $750 I made $750 in 20 seconds. Okay? It printed very quickly. Can you imagine what the other way, how scary that could be? But it brought my account. Remember yesterday I kept saying I need just $100 and something to get to that next point? Well, I'm way past that point. I got a new higher point that I'm looking for. There you go. All right, so Tesla put now, excellent. Somebody just told me they're in a Tesla put. So if they're in the right place, they should be getting out right about now because it's about to reverse. It just dropped below the 13, so be careful. It's got a lower doji. I'd pull out of that Tesla put, take my profit. Though it could go lower, I don't know. I just think it's about to do its thing. Okay, let me just see. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I'm just doing my Tesla. It's 126. 126 is now the support for Tesla, and I'm still going to leave the 128. I'm going to make it 128 is the, let's see, 128. So that's $2 leeway. Because of the way things are moving today, you just don't know what's happening here. It's crazy. And let's see, what did I do here? Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh, I gotta bring this down and bring this up. I think we're a little low. I'm gonna bring that upper target down to about 383. Whether we hit it or not, it's another story, but let's see. 383. Actually, it's just too close. You know what? I'm going to remove my upper target. We're going to hit it anyway. We're going to hit it. Okay. It's on the SPY. I took the upper target away. I don't think we'll get that high, and I think we pretty much maxed. I think we're going to start pulling back soon. All right. Oh, you asked me. Oh, don't ask me those questions. Please don't ask me if you should do a put or a call. I can't answer that question. I won't answer that question because if I don't answer you in print and I'm not watching Tesla, I'm watching it on a small chart. And yeah, it would have been a good one. You should have just gone for it. You know who you are. And it's still dropping. So the SPY should start dropping soon. Like I said, that contract's going to start getting stronger. So 1590 it is. I just don't want to lose any money. I don't. I'm getting scared. Getting a little scared here. Okay. Okay. I didn't say it was you. But no, when you asked me a question, you put a question mark. No, I was just asking. I was just, okay. You put the question mark there. And the answer was yes, but I just wasn't watching it. I don't have Tesla up, and I had to go change out. By the time I looked, it was already dropping, and it looked like it came to the 13 that it might pull back, but it didn't. So it's continually dropping, as I think, and the SPY is still holding right now. My contract has gone up a little bit, but not much. Okay, nope. If you're in a Tesla put right now, I'd stay in it until you see some sort of reverse. Because right now, we got 125 as support at this point, and that's where it might turn around. And let's say 125, then I got to edit this to 126.50, $1.50. As I said, I'm leaving a little more today on the channel because of the way things are moving. And look at that, Tesla is still dropping. So you can see Tesla has a clear way down to, I'm going to put it down to the VWAP, which is about where? 124. I think you're good to 124 on Tesla. All right. So, wow, that was a good put. Should have jumped in myself. But like I said, I don't like to do Tesla right now. Tesla hurt me the other day, and I'm kind of angry with it. It owes me $600. And until it pays me back, well, how do you think you're going to get your money back unless you jump in? I would have made it back on that one. That's for sure. So, engineer, that was a good one if you got in. So, good for you. Here's Dak wishing us all a Merry Christmas. How could he be here and there at the same time? Because he's not there anymore. He's here. He got out early. Dak, you still here? He never comes and says personally hello. He just jumps in and out. Okay. And there's the SPY starting to drop. That contract's moving slowly. It's moving up. So we've just gone from $13.50 on the contract to $16.50. That's $3. And still moving. There's our support. Let's see if it holds here at 381.50. Ready? Boom. It's not holding. So we're dropping. This contract is really moving fast. Oh, there's a pullback. Fuck. I'm just watching. Come on, baby. Sell me out. There you go. All right. Yeah. I got in a contract. I don't want to say anything. and the thing went up. So I lost half my money. I went from 750 down to 375. I just walked away with 1250. Yeah, and it's still dropping. Let's see, still dropping. I should have stayed in longer, but that's okay. I got a little nervous there. I got in at 18.20 and got out at 19.20. So I made a full dollar. And right now, let's see, the contract's at 19.80. So it's still dropping. That was a good move, and I held. That was like a hope situation. I got in, and it went the other way. But there you go, 12.50 day. 12.50 day, and yes, put me to the next 1,000 mark on my account. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, man. I love it. My TOS is fine today. Just close your TOS and reopen it. And Mario, I think that if you're having problems, we need to set up your memory if we haven't done it already. I showed you I could do that with you guys. Everybody have help with that memory problem when you first open up. Look at this thing. It's $21 now. Oh, I got out again. $19.20. I should have just waited a little longer. It's another $1. Wow. But I'm going to be happy. I'm up $11.20 today. That's 2 days in a row. I'm up $11.20. Did I make $11.25 yesterday? That's 2 days in a row. That's great. Yes, sir. That calls for a brownie. That's a whole 70 calories going down right now. Whew. Okay. I really need one more. I should have stayed in. But it's back down to 1990 again. 1920 where I got out right now. 1960. Still good. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you. You could see me in my panic mode. I said I'm just watching. I'm watching my money go up and down. But I held on because I had a feeling. I'm watching the chart on the SPX, and it still shows me down, down, down. And so does the SPY. And I think we're going to be good down to the actual VWAP on the SPY. You don't have a VWAP on the SPX that I know of. I don't think we do. No, he doesn't put it out there. There's no none of those lines. Well, right now it's at 1970. If I stayed in, I would have made another $1. It would have been another 500. It would have been a beautiful day. So I'm good. 11.20, and I've only what am I saying? 12.50. Oh, not 11.20. I passed yesterday. I'm at 12.50. I thought it said 11.20. What's with me? My eyes are going bad. So 12.50. I passed yesterday. That's great. So right now, I'm a happy camper. I only did 2 contracts today, and they screwed me for money. I looked earlier, and they charged me more, almost double. What is it? We pay more on holidays or something? Good thing I got out. It's dropping. I did the right moves. That's why I always tell you, take profit when you've got it. You know. Let me just see something. I want to look at my account. I know I made $12.50. Watch what they took. They gave me $12.28. So how do you get that? $12.28. I made $12.50. So they took on 2 5 contracts. So that's 10 contracts should be $10. So that should be $12, $28, $38. Where's the other $12? Why did I lose another $12 on contracts? I don't get that. Oh, I know why. SPX costs more money than the SPY. I just remembered. SPX definitely costs more money. It's well worth it, but it costs more money. I forgot all about that. It's double. I think it's $1. I think it's $1 a contract. That's it. That's the difference. Okay. I figured it out for myself. You guys were no help. All right. I'm having a nice day. All right, I'm going to post my, so you can see how he's a liar. He doesn't do these things. He's not really, let's see. Well, you know me. I'm better than that. Okay, I'm going to give you a screenshot. I'm going to save this. Today's date, put it there. Get rid of this. Put me back to my charts. Come in here. I'm going to show you. These are the contracts. Oh, I never listed the contracts today. Okay, these were my two trades. Up 1,250. There you go. And right now, I'm going to list the contracts for everybody. I forgot. I apologize. Contracts. Watching. Let me just do one other thing. I didn't, you know what? I never opened up I don't know if it matters. If I don't open it up, I guess maybe. Let's see. You know what? Whether I go in there or not, they always seem to find me. So to those of you in YouTube, just want to shout out. I see that right now we've got 31 people watching in there. It's a busy Friday. People want to make money. They're hungry. All right, contracts that I'm watching. All right, let's go back. And I may have to change them. So let me just see something real quick. All right, 38.40. I'm going to go to 38.30. 40 puts me way in the money now. It's 65. It's expensive, but wow. You see how fast that thing printed up. I'm going to go to 38.35 and go in the middle. So let's go to 38.35 on my blue. I'm going to go just at the money on calls because I don't really do them. And for you guys, you can go out of the money on SPX at 38.30 is at the money. 38.30. All right, let me just see if they changed. And let me write them down as I'm doing them. That is SPX December, it's got to be today, 23rd. I have calls at 38.30. Yeah, these are money makers, people. These are money makers. And 38.35. 38.35. All right. And then we're going to do the SPY. All right, the SPY, which I'm not doing the SPY, but I'll put them out there for you guys. All right. Anybody who might be doing the SPY. SPY. That would be today. So we got December 23rd. We got calls at cheap too, 381. 381 puts you over 50 on the, and it's only $1 something. And your puts over 50 on the Delta, 51, 50, 51. Your puts would have put you, same thing, 381. Also, just at the money, and it's paying right now about 50 on the Delta. If you want to go, you can go to 382 on 382 on the put, and you can go the other way because they're not that expensive on the calls. Just bring it up the other direction, all right? And Tesla. Tesla also be today's contract, okay? December 23rd. Okay, and what do we got? December 23rd. We're talking about Tesla is 124. Okay, so on your calls, you would have 123. And that's paying 123.58. That's really good, and it's only $2 and change a share. And then your puts is going to be in the money at 123, also for 51. So both 123. Again, when you have puts, you can go a little higher to 124, or calls you can go under 122. You just go the other way. That puts you more in the money. There are your contracts for today. All right, I'm 2 for 2 right now. Wait a second, that's a mistake. Hold on a second. I made a mistake here. I'm going to erase that, what I wrote there with mine. Okay. I don't know how I wrote that. It was 1250. I don't know how I came up with 420. Okay. All right, 1250. And let me put the chart back in there. Okay. Maybe that wasn't me. Did I erase somebody else? Oh, I did. I'm so sorry. Did I erase somebody else by accident? If I did, put it back. I'm sorry. I thought it was me, and I'm saying, how did I make a mistake like that? So I must have erased somebody else. If I did, I apologize. Please put it back on the chart. Wow. I could have sworn it was me. I just didn't realize somebody else put it up there. Please put it back. Please put it back. I mean, I'll be good. Spank me. I'll be good. Promise. Okay. Back to active. Here we go. Look at this contract for 1740. Let's see, at my 38.35 on my SPX, 38.35. Oh, wow, is that in the money? I can go lower than that. I'm going to go down to 38.30. It's 50 at, that's going up. Let's go to 38.25. I'm going to just make it cheaper. 38.25. Okay, on the contract. So let me see what it looks like. Yeah, that's fine. It's $12. Big difference. Okay. My Teslas are my Tesla. Oh, I still have. Oh, I do have Tesla on my charts up here. Tesla. I do have Tesla contracts up here. So I've got 126. What did I say? I didn't change mine. Tesla 123s. Okay. These are really in the money. They're only $4. Let's see. I'm going to make that 123. That's still very good. A lot of action on that one. And this is 125. That would be way in the money too. That's only 88 cents, so I'm going to make that 183. That's about $1.58. That's still very cheap. And 158 on a Tesla contract. Let me just see. Did I say 158? I think I meant 128. 128. Let's see, 122. That's not right. Let me see what I put there. 123. 123 is just out of the money at it's 45. I would go to 122 on the call, and I would go to 120. I stay at 123 on the put. So 122 on the call. I'm going to change mine. Not that I'm going to do it, but I still go through the motions. It's just good to do that. If you get lazy, then what happens is you continue to be lazy, and then you continue to lose. All right, let me change my supports here. I told you before that this was going to go, you would safe down to the VWAP, and I didn't see Teslas, but Teslas went below the VWAP. So let's go down to 380. Let's just bring this at 380 for right now. It should bring us below the VWAP. 380, and let's bring this one to 381. All right. I was doing the other ones, that's why. I wasn't getting lazy. I wasn't. 381. There you go. That's perfect. All right, so that's the SPY. And then if we look at Tesla, okay, Tesla here, you can see now we're going to activate this, bring it down to right there on the tip, which is 122, which is going to be our support. It could be a little higher, but I'd rather make it to 122. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to activate this and bring it down to about 123. Let's just make it 123 because we're still dropping. All right, so I'll make it 123 there and make this 75. Let's bring this down to 50. 121.50. It's really dropping. If you were still in that put, if right now you're still in that put, engineer, you'd be making a ton of money because you would have been in here from 128 down to 121. You'd be up $8. Even on 100 shares, that's $800. 5 is 4,000. So wow, look at that. Yes, Tesla to 120. That's where I put it, didn't I? What did I put? 121.50. Yeah, right here. There's your lower. I agree. 120. So if I had the lower, which I took out before, I don't know why I did, but I did. Let's do this a little here. You can see right there, I would be right here at 120, right under the, or right at the lower VWAP. And that's where it's going to go. It'll go below it. So you're probably looking at 119.75, 85, somewhere around there at the rate that we're dropping. Wow. Okay, that's Tesla. Anybody watch it? I did not do it. Oh, I didn't do it? Why a question mark? I did not do it. Question mark. You didn't do the you asked me before if you should be in a put on Tesla. I didn't answer you, but the answer was yes. And if you had, you would have made $8. I'm not always watching Tesla. That's the problem. You know, then I got to change up everything I'm doing, which I did. But by the time I did, it was already dropped, and I didn't know it was going to drop that far. But everything that's went up is coming back down. So I told you before, you're going to come, remember, we came from lower VWAP, right? Here we are, lower VWAP. Here, we went up to upper VWAP, coming back down. I said we come to the VWAP, that's the upper VWAP plot. I told you we're busting through there. There's our supporters under. We could end up back as we did in the beginning of our day, somewhere between here, right there, 379. Say 370, from between 380 and 378 today. And my lower target is what? Come on, open up. Give me a second. It should tell me now. 377.50, figure 378. I didn't want to put it on the bar, which would be right there. So I still think 370. I think I'm right on. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Having a good day. You? Engineer, you called it before. You need somebody. I've been talking to, young lady. She's 41. I told you about my friend who's helping me in another situation. She said, you know what? You're smart. Shows you're very smart, but you need to have more confidence in yourself. And I'm going to say the same thing to you. And not just you. You're not alone. There's a lot of us in this room that second guess ourselves. You know what? You people got this. You don't have to second guess yourself. When you see something and you're learning to read charts, I understand if you're new, you got a couple of months, you really haven't done this, you got less than a year. Believe me, I thought I knew a lot at a year, but I found out that I knew so much less at 2 years. And imagine what I learned by 4th year, okay? I'm just telling you, it's just totally amazing how much knowledge you gain and how much more confidence you can get if you don't lose. When you start losing, you lose your confidence. But you can't. You can't afford to lose your confidence. If you lose confidence, take a step back. Lower your trading amounts. If you're doing contracts, do one contract. If you're trading shares, go down to 50 shares. All right? It's better than paper trading because you got some skin in the bone. All right? 25 shares. Do 10 shares. Doesn't matter on real stock. You don't have to trade this stock until you get the confidence and understand how to read these charts. Okay? So, there's Deck being a kid again. He's just like me. I like my Tesla one best. I have a Tesla. I don't know if you've all seen this. It's a roller coaster, but it's the Tesla roller coaster. Let's see, a roller coaster. I'm not sure which one it is. Let me see if it's this one. Hold on. Oh, that's not it. That's my roller coaster. Is this one? Okay, but I've got a Tesla roller coaster that's really cool. But let me see if I can find my Tesla one. You got to see this. This is so neat. I think it's probably an odds and ends. Let me see. TES. No Tesla. Let me try roller coaster. Yep. ROL. Oop. Nope. Where is it? Holy cow, where the heck is it? I have it listed under something. Let me take a quick look. I don't want to miss, but we're consolidating right now anyway. Let me see. I'll find it. I don't find it. You got to see this Tesla roller coaster. If not, I'll put the one with the correction. I know I have it. Here's the other one. Let's see. Not that. Nope, not in this one. Let me go to this one. It should be in here then. Come on. Why don't I have it labeled? It should say, I should just hit Tesla. It should come up. I did something wrong. Come on. I have so many. What the heck did I do with it? This is so cool. There's the roller coaster. There's the correction. I got this one twice. Roller coaster. Huh. Got that one twice. Ah, got it. It said, oh, TSLA. Here we go. This is, you ready? This is the Tesla TSLA roller coaster. And for some of you traders here, have you ever felt that you were on this? I love that. That is so cool. But there is one more roller coaster, all right? And this one is funny. Here you go. Stay calm. This is just a correction. I love that one. That is Tesla. I know it. It's so cool. It is Tesla. And you know what? Tesla got me the other day for I was up what, 975, and I lost 675 back to Tesla. Whatever it was. It left me at 325. Maybe I was 1025. So I lost 675. I think I ended up, it was terrible. But I ended up my day. I brought it back from 375 to, what did I make? 1125 yesterday. So today, now, I only did 2 trades. I'm up 1250. So, you know, I'm having a good day. I'm having a good week, actually. I think I made money every day this week. So that means I can put on my TradeCaster hat. Block out any sun that might be headed this way. Look at this, folks. Right now, look what we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What this is trying to hold the support, but bouncing off the VWAP. So what do you think is going to happen? One of two things. Either we got to get a jump, okay? And if you look at this, let me just bring this in a little bit more because I see I keep losing my... Right there, 46,000. Very low, 69. All under the what do you call it, the average. So if we don't get a pounce to bring us above the 13 of the VWAP, and there it is, as I said it, I can't believe that, boom, just as I said it. Well, forget the rest of my sentence. I was going to say if we don't get a pounce, it's going to drop. And there it was. I found an indicator that does automatic support resistance as well. I've seen it. I've seen that already, but I don't know how exact it is. That is in what do you call it? You got to change your colors. You need to go in to each line and double click on the lines, and you need to change the colors, and then on the right side you can label them. So in the future you can default it to show support and resistance like I do. If you're not sure, I can teach you how to do that. All right? But I have seen that, Boone. I like to know how much it measures up to what I'm doing and if it changes as the chart changes. So keep an eye on that for me and let me know. All right? Because I'm not going to play with it without an extra monitor. I'll keep doing what I do because it keeps me on my toes. Otherwise, you get lazy. No, active trader. It's just a great tool to give you more time to do other things. I totally agree with you. And I've known to talk to myself for many an hour. I went in and got fresh coffee this morning out of the can. I got to tell you, it was the greatest cup. It does. I traded with it this morning. Excellent. Okay, so what is it called? What's the indicator called? All right. I've used this once before. I can match it up with mine just to see how it comes out because it'll put its own colors. Like I said, what's the name of it? What is it called? Is it in Thinkorswim? Obviously it is. Show us. Show me. Drop a chart and then take a picture showing me where it is. It does. It traded. All right. Can you do that for me? Inverse head and shoulders on SPY 3 minutes. Inverse head and shoulders on SPY on 3 minutes. Let's see. Inverse means the other direction. I don't see it. Inverse. 3 minutes. That's 1, 2. Is that what you're talking about? It's not completed yet, so we'll have to wait if that's what you're talking about. Inverse means the opposite. There's one this way and then one that way. That's inverse. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. I like 3 minute actually. 3 minutes really good to trade it. But it does change your 13. So right, you can see right here, we're at the 13. It shouldn't be too far off. If I look at the 1 minute, I'm above it, which means right now we are bullish. Okay, we're above the 13. We're above the VWAP, but we still haven't hit that resistance marks of 381, and we haven't dropped below the 380. So I'd like to know, Boone, what yours says. I had to download the TOS. No, you had a. I understand, but what is it called? I may have it. Can you go into your? If you go up here to this, what is it called in here? Give me the name. I want the name. What is it called in here? All right. You had to open it, or just open this up like this and take a screenshot of this so I can see it. I'll figure it out from there. Okay, you got me? Thank you. Have a nice day. I'm pretty sure I already have it. I'm very sure I have it, but I forgot the name. Okay. Thinkorswim built the trading obsessed power today. Thinkorswim help balance app. Service balance is described. Balance app. Complete the hand-picked meditation. Okay. Terms. Balance prescriptions. Support for think or swim. All right, this way, because I can't. Built by the trading obsessed. Built on trading investors for planning. Thinkorswim desktop. How do we add studies? I already know how to do that. Thinkorswim the same. Thinkorswim mobile app. Back to the man. Wow, look at that thing go. I want to wait till it goes up so I can get it coming back down. Thinkorswim desktop. Doesn't say. I'm asking the right question. Thinkorswim support and balance. Thinkorswim studies. It keeps coming up the same thing. That's not what I want. Here it is. Support and resistance Thinkorswim indicator. What is the name of it? So you're making me work, and you won't tell me. I've asked it 3 times. You won't tell me. So I got to do my own work. Support resistance. There is show more. Okay, copy below the rich BB code. All right, I got the code here to do it. It's BBJ's Trading Family Discord, Webull Stocks, Use Think Script with threads. Where we got it? Except, let's see, what do I got? I got the whole thing. I got the Think Script code, but I don't know the name. It's pivots, projection pivots or something. I think that's what it is. It could be the pivots, or I'll leave that open for now. It's not showing me. All right. Anybody here? And what do we got in here? Okay. Shout out to those guys, those people in the YouTube, getting a free ride this month, whole month. Okay. Let's see. I know I have something. Let's see if I can find it in here. Don't remember the name. Support. Oh, wrong computer. I hate when that happens. Support. Pivot. Remember I said pivot? Here it is. Persons, pivots, pivot points. When you put in support, auto support resistance. There it is, right there. So you put this in. Here, watch. Auto support resistance. 21. I told you I had it. So if I do this now, you see, it puts in pivot points. That's why I didn't want it. I took it out. So here's my lower target. Here is, this might be their support right there. So if I double click on that, watch. See, auto support resistance. And I can change that in the options. Pivot. It's a pivot. Remember I told you it's pivot? I told you I had this before. And up here. So here's another one, and I like my colors better. They put the red on the bottom. They put the green on the top. Green is not support. Green for support and red for resistance. All right, but you can change that. You can do this. So you somewhere in here you can go into pivot. Let's see, there it is, the pivot line. So wherever that one was, color, the pivot line. Yeah, you could change this to red. All right, which one am I on? Support. I don't know which one I'm on right now. It shows green. Pivot high is blue. Pivot low. Pivot dot, pivot line, pivot low line. Let's say. There's green there and there's that color. Is that what that is? Yeah, that's what it is. You see, I would have done it the other way. I would have done this and put this as green. Boom, like this. And then my pivot high, right? You can change it. Pivot high. And this one here, I would make some sort of red for resistance. Say OK and apply, and that'll change them. All right. So now you can see. Oh, it didn't do it. I've got the green here. But where's my red? This should have gone red. That is a pivot high. What did that say? Thermo inputs, outputs, show study, show plot names. Let's show plot name for it. Let's see what it says. It doesn't show. It's too many lines for me. I can't take it. They work, but they're different than mine, okay? There's my lower target. My support is different. So until you figure out how to use that thing, I have played with it before. I'm telling you, when it comes to Thinkorswim, I know a lot more than I lay on to you that I know. Seriously. See, and I got it. Here, Levy put it, pivot line. And I told you, pivot, high line. I've done all this. I've been there. I don't like all those lines. It makes me nervous, okay? I'm a nervous person. All those drugs I did as a teenager gave me cat's claws. You know what that is? The little lines on the side of your eyes? I'm just kidding with you. Hold on. Okay, feel much better now? Just kidding. All right. Hey, listen, we got crazy in the 60s. And any of you that are old enough to remember what I'm talking about, you got crazy too. Who are you kidding? What was that girl's name? Flashbacks. Exactly. Levi knows. And he's from Brazil. And he's a lot younger than I am. I've had a few flashbacks. I won't even go that way. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Okay. He's crazy. He's crazy. Yeah, you're following me. Okay. We're good today. I'm having a nice day, actually, you know. 2 days in a row. I had to... Wow. I need one more good shot to put me over that 30 mark. That's not bad from being at the 25 mark on the beginning of the week. So that's almost $5,000 this week. $4,000. So let's do it. Let's do it. Flashbacks. 63 people. What's got going in the rest of the... Let's see. All right, Deck's not there. But thank you, Boone. I guess he didn't know what he downloaded, but it works. As long as it works for him, that's all that matters, you know? Or maybe he left. I don't know. You got your 3 main. I was just in the lobby, and there's just Deck. We're the 3 originals. Active, Deckmar, and AK. It's nice. The streamers, but I don't think anybody else is even there. Is AK is streaming right now? He's probably in private session. Let's see. No, he is there. What's he looking at? Tesla. Excellent. He's a good guy. I like AK. I really do. For some of you, maybe you got to meet him. He's just a good guy all along. And you know what? I have to thank him. He taught me in the beginning. I learned a lot from him. I really did. He really did. He taught me how to be a better trader. Taught me how to be a better person. You know, he's really just a nice guy. Okay, so right here now, let's see. We're going to move this up, and we're going to make it to 50. So 381.50. We're starting to move up a little. It's a good thing I got out of that last trade. I put a comma there. 381,000. But 381.50 is going to put us right there. And here, let's say we got 380. We're going to move this up a little bit more. I don't want to be on the line, because right now I'd say the VWAP is probably the area. Let's see, 381. Let's see if I did, what happens. If I go 25, I have a feeling it's put me right on the line. Right below the line, that's good. And what do I got here? So there's your, that's a $1.25 channel. Otherwise, I got to go ahead, and I'd be up about 380.50. That would put me right there. 380.50, that would put me at $1. It's really not bad. It's probably right, but I have a feeling that right now the 380.48 is the VWAP, is your actual support. I don't know what that pivot thing tells you. See, that's why I don't want to do it, because it puts me right on the line. All right, I have to spread a little bit just so you can see it thinner. Okay, there you go. Beautiful. So. Yeah, I could. Could you deal with all those pivot lines going up and down? If I had a huge screen, you know, it might be okay. But not on the screen that I'm looking at. It's only a 27-inch. Maybe 26 real inches on it. So, got warm in here. Let me put that fan on in the back. Blow some air around here. I don't know if that's too noisy. Can you hear that, guys? You can hear the fans? Okay, you can hear the fans rolling. And they're swaying back and forth. Okay, what do we got going here now? I'll bring this one a little further. Push it back. Okay. Wow. And Tesla came back nicely. All right, for those of you that are trading Tesla, it came all the ways down and back to now about 124.75. Okay, is now your resistance point. With that happening, 12, let's say 120, let's see, edit, 21, did I say 2? Let's say 20, 22, I said 124.75, 124, I think 123 is going to be your support on Tesla right now. It's amazing how that changed and came back. So it's holding in a certain area, okay? 123, it's perfect. I like my support and resistance. It'll be different than that pivot program. It's going to give you more of a leeway, because there is more of a leeway. Just like what we saw happen today with SPX and the SPY, how it moved in certain directions further, okay, than we could imagine. But the thing is, I kind of keep it tighter into dollar channels so you can see where we are on the channel. All right, so maybe it's not a pure support resistance, but it is, because if you look what's happening here from the time of 10:47 when we dropped in here, where have we been in this channel? That's definitely your resistance, and this is definitely your support. We dropped below, okay, we had resistance at the VWAP and it came below. But you see what happened? Before we had a line here at 380 and it couldn't break through that 380. And I just as I said, you remember, if look at all these times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we don't break through that 380, we're going to go up. And just as I said it, boom, it started to go up. So, and that's how you have to learn how to read charts. It's really important. I think chart reading has got to be one of the most important things. I think people use a little bit that Fibonacci too much. I used to. It tells you where something can go if it goes up, what plateaus from past history, maybe back a year. Okay, and it's a good source tool, but not something you can totally rely on, especially when you're talking about. And I had a conversation last night with this girl who I can't tell you what exactly, but she has a relative that works for a company, all right, that is, they're indirectly, they are the ones manipulating the markets in the morning. So like what we saw this morning, okay, right here, this is not for any real reason or because of any real news, all right. You go here at 8:33, what is this? That's I don't want to be in there. That too, right there. You go down here, 8:33. What's your news at 8:33? All right, 8:34. U.S. price index. That would affect it. That is definitely something that would affect that right there, price index. No question about it. But here, all right, when we talk about 929, all right, let's go here. And we go to the news. I read the news today, oh boy. 929, I can't even find anything. There isn't. There's a jump from 8:58 to 10. So there's no news. This is total manipulation, all right? And they're doing it purposely. Why? Because they pick up millions and millions of dollars going up and going down. Why? Because they're leading it and they know exactly what they're doing. And I told her that I tell you guys this and how you have to, she said to me, you're very smart. She goes, most people have no clue. And I'll tell you what, I've never seen Deck, AK-47, Iggy, Mel. I haven't seen Alex Vaughn. I haven't seen one other moderator in here talk about that stock market manipulation, what I talk about to you. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something. If you're not careful and you don't watch the volume, like right now, 84,000. So go from here. All right? 72. 114. They're playing with us. All right? 76. They could move this thing like boom. Where's a good one? Let's see if we can. 122. Let's see. What do we got? 230. 223. 190. That's 2 to 3 times. Okay? They can do that at any time, and they know it. And if they're watching and they want to pick up $100,000, boom, they can go the other way. They can watch. I know this program to tell you which is which. I know that this is a sale and this is a buy. But the point is, can you tell which ones are the puts and which ones are the calls on the other ones? And I think you can. And they can watch all this. So when they watch certain contracts, they know it's not them. And they're doing puts and calls at the same time they're buying and selling stocks. These people are dealing, she told me, $50 to $500 million. It's just amazing the kind of money that's out there manipulating these stocks. So it's good and it's bad. It's good because you can be the fish that takes the ride, or it's bad because you get the fish that got eaten up by the whale, you know? And that's why sometimes holding the bag may not be the worst thing in the world, but it could be the scariest thing in the world, okay? We see, if you look at where we're going, look at this, up a VWAP, and go back. Go do something on your own, and go back when you have a chance, when the market's not rolling, and go take the SPY, and go back a month, and go day by day, and watch each open, each day, what it does. Then go back the next day. Watch exactly what it does. Make notes. Okay, it opens up, then spikes all the ways down. It spikes down and comes all the ways up. It goes from lower VWAP to upper VWAP, and then what does it do after that? And you'll see there's a pattern. And unless you're looking for the pattern, you know what? I haven't fooled around with Fibonacci. I haven't figured it out yet, honestly. I have fooled around with Fibonacci, and I have figured it out. But I'm telling you, there's more to Fibonacci. You can listen to Zach Hopper all day, Hopper, whatever his name is, but he's not completely right when it comes to that. I'm telling you, it's one of these ifs. Here's the deal. If right now the SPY, okay, goes to 381, it can go to 380.25. And if it reaches 380.25, it will go to 381.40, 81.45, 50, And if it gets over and cracks through 50, and it'll show us in percentage. I'm just giving you a precise, it's not exact, okay? But if it doesn't crack over the 381.15 to 20, it's going to come back to, let's say, 380.74, 75. But the Fibonacci will give you pretty much exacts. I don't know if it really works on the SPY, but it does work on a lot of the stocks. Sorry, I'm having a problem connecting cold. Boom, put the heat on. The indicator doesn't have a dollar channel like you do right now. It's 380 support, 381.21 resistance. It's, all right, like you do. It's 380 support. And what do I got? Hold on, he just got back to me. I've got 380.50, all right? And let's see, right there. I told you I'm not always exact. I do it for a reason. 380 right there. You got 380 support, okay? But we're using a little tighter. So we're going right under the VWAP at 380.50, all right? And 381.25, we've got 381.50. And you could go, it did pull back, so you got 381.25 is correct. All right, so it's good, it works, all right? But you can label that. You can actually set it up with defaults to put colors, and then you can take certain of those pivot lines that you don't want, and you can make them disappear. You have to learn how to use, there's plots in there. You take out certain plot lines, and you can customize it. And I just don't know one thing, does it move as the price moves? Does it keep changing? But I'll have to play with it another time. Thank you, Boom. It's close, and I'm pretty good by what I do, and I think it's a real important thing. It's just a lost art of looking at support and resistance, and I think when you get away from support and resistance, you make a lot of foolish moves, and that foolish move is making moves in the middle of a channel. And that's when you do that, you have a better chance of losing more faster than saying, I know where I'm at right now, and I can see I'm right in the middle, and I think it's going to go up, but it could go down. But right now, what are we doing? Are we coming down? So right here, we're building lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. We consolidated, came back up a little, but we still haven't passed through resistance. So now I can see we're in this channel, and this channel is from 381. Where did I say? The channel is from, what do we got here? You have to change this or it won't pop down. So I got to go here. Sorry. So you can see I'm at 381.50. All right, that's my channel. I'm not saying it couldn't be 381.25, but I want a dollar channel or $1.25. And if I have 380.50 and I've got 381.50, then I've got a dollar channel here. I can't go further up, and I know I can't go further down. So here's my dollar channel. So if I'm in a dollar channel, I can say I'm right in the middle right now at 381. I'm at 50 and 50. It's 50-50, you can go up, or 50-50, you can go down. And if I look at it that way, I have to say to myself, if I'm going to take a risk in either direction, then I have to have a very, very tight stop loss, or I need not do it. And if I have a small account, and I have to make every one work for me, then I don't want to take that risk. I'd rather wait to see if we get to resistance and it doesn't break through, like here, 1, 2, 3, comes down. 1, 2, 3, comes down. Look at here. You know what? Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4 comes down. It wasn't cutting it. It's already hit its highs. It's coming back. I think eventually we're going to come back down. But I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't have a crystal ball, and this is being manipulated by people who have a lot of money and have a lot of whereway they know what they're doing. We're just trying to figure it out. Okay, so you know what? Like with God, I'm always trying to figure out what God's already worked out. Well, I'm trying to figure out what these other traders who are manipulating the markets, they've already worked it out in their mind. They know exactly what they're going to do to us. All right? The question is, if you can time it right and get your timing perfect, you're going to make a ton of money. And if you can't, there are days your timing is all off. If it is, take a step back, go for a walk around the block, and come back. I can't tell you how many days I've lost money and I take a step back and then I go back. Yesterday, okay, I won 2 in a row. I got up to over $1,000. I did 2 bad trades in a row with Tesla, okay? I lost my ass, went down to 375, lost all the money I made. I took a step back for over an hour, came back, started trading better, and I brought it back up to 1,000. What was it? 1,025, 1,120, 1,025. I think it was 1,125. I brought it to 1,125 by the end of the day. It did really good. So now it's too bad I could have had a $2,000 day. Today I got out too quick. I did 2 trades. 2 trades? Did I do 2 trades? How many trades? I did 2 trades so far, and I'm up to 1,250. All right. So I've taken a step back. I got an unlimited account here. I could keep playing and scalping, but I also don't want to give back what was so hard to get. Okay, and there are days we do that. So sometimes, okay, it's just better to take a step back when you're making money even though you're on a roll, take a step back, because when you do that, you end up throwing back. And if you trade too late in the afternoon, especially on a Friday, you'll give it back. My afternoons on Friday, I will not trade. In fact, I'm leaving early today, folks. I got some stuff to do. My wife's getting off of work early, and you know, I want to do some things with her. You know, we're more like friends. She's my best friend at this point. Okay, I'm not going to go into my relationship, but when you get to a certain age, it becomes about companionship. So we're going to go companion together, all right? And that's about it. That's about it, you know. Right now, we're just waiting, we're watching, we're in a channel, okay? So I don't want to chase it, especially now. I don't want to lose money, especially if they watch me. Orange to green usually goes green. Green to orange usually goes orange. It's not 100%, but if you look at it, green to orange usually goes down. Green to orange usually goes down. Orange to green usually goes up, but here it just consolidated, and then here orange to green goes up. Green to orange goes down. Orange to green, I told you it's probably going to go up, and it did. There it goes. Okay, so that's something I figured out a while back. If you watch charts and you keep watching and study your charts and learn how to chart and learn how to change resistance to support, stick with it. Don't do it just because, you know, if you think that when I'm not here with you trading, I don't continually do this. I start doing it early in the morning. Okay, because if I want to jump in and I come back and I go, wow, my lines are all off, I'm not jumping into a trade. I'm gonna do my lines and then take a step back and say, where's this market going? I jumped in this morning after, okay? I jumped in. This thing, I didn't take it up. I wanted to see where it was going to go. It came here, and I jumped in right there. But the problem is I jumped out right here. I thought when it hit this line, it was going to come back. But I was wrong, and it went $20-something, $27. I only picked up what? I only picked up out of that on the SPX. Let me see. Does it tell me? Yeah. I picked up $1.50 the first time and $1 the second. So out of $27, I've only gotten $2. $2.50. $2.50. That sucks. All right? That's right. I got $2.50 because I got $12.50. I get 50%, 500 shares. All right? So, but listen, $12.50 is still $12.50. Green is still green. But there was so much more that I left on the table, and I hate doing that. And really, what we need to learn to do, and I need to learn to do, number one is more patience. Number two, to have more confidence in what I'm picking. And number three, when I'm in a trade like this, on a 1 minute especially, okay, and it's going like this, why jump out? Wait until you see a reversal. There was none. But here's the problem. All right, this time was, let's look at something real careful. That's a 9:33. Let's go to a 5 minute, all right? And here's my 5 minute. If I was on a 5 minute this morning, all right, you see, here's the problem. I would have been in here, around here, 9:35. I wouldn't have got in. This shows me 9:30 to 9:35. I wouldn't have got in. See, I wouldn't have known. But here, when it started to drop, because I want to put, that's 9:35. I already lost 2 minutes. That's why in the morning, 5 minutes is no good. All right, you need. And even if you had 2 minutes, okay, so here we go. 1, 2, there's my crossover. That's what I'm looking for. 9:34. So I missed a little. I missed the 9:33, but you see, it went straight down, straight down. But that's why I like, in the early morning when it opens, I don't want 5 minutes. I want that 1 minute. And if I do 1, 1, 1, I see exactly. Here's my turnaround. That's what I get in. Now, when you're going up, instead of jumping in here, you jump in the second. When the second green is above the first green, that's when you jump in. When you get the first red to the second, when the second orange is just below this one, that's when you jump in. But I should have stated there was no green. Okay, there was no green. I should have waited, and I could have waited and waited and waited. But no, nothing goes straight up. It did come up a little and then come down. It went up a little, came down. But I had no reason to panic. But it gets scary because the other day I lost money in the afternoon at 9:30, 9:50 something, because somebody put it up really quick, $1.50, took me out, and then it came down $2.50 right after, before the bell even rang. So you know what? There are people out there manipulating it, and I got caught up in it. Why? Because I was trying to make a trade when I shouldn't have. I was already up for the day. I just wanted more, and I got greedy, and I got taken out. And that happens. It happens, okay, folks? Don't let it happen to you. I can take my pills. Well, give me 1 second. Friday. 1 second. I take a lot of pills. A lot of vitamins. All right. Breaking through resistance. Okay. So right now, what do we got? 75? What did we hit? 74. So you can see right now, we have a lot of resistance at 381.75. Okay? And I don't think we have the volume yet. So if we look here, we had 84,000, 49. We don't. 70,000. But like before, be careful. Remember I said if it doesn't do, it's got to pop up or it's going to drop. Or same thing here. If it's got to pop up or it's going to drop. And if it does, it'll drop back to 381. Figure 23, 25, something around there. But there we go, 69. We're trying. But there's a lot of resistance. Again, our resistance, 381.75. At this point, I can bring this up 25 cents. Same as I brought the other. If I want to keep it in my dollar channel, okay, it doesn't matter if it's exactly right or wrong. Really, it's probably 380.60. Or maybe it is right here. Doesn't really matter. It could be right there at 84. But we try to keep them 25, 50, 75, a dollar. All right? And keep the other the same. It does not have to be exact, folks. Don't sit there trying to work it out to the penny. We don't care about pennies. We're not looking for pennies. We are looking for points. You know what a point is? A point is $1. 2 points, 3 points, 10 points. We want points, not pennies. And somebody was a trader in my first year. I kept saying points, went up 3 points. He goes, not points, you're talking pennies. Stop looking for pennies and start looking for points. Okay? He only made $8 million that year. He was one of the best traders in here at the time. All right, I'm not going into who he is or what, doesn't matter. But the point is, we're going back up, and you see what's happening here? We now going to have resistance to 382, which brings our support up to 381. All right? And this is how we do it. If you do it this quick, boom, 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 you won't get left behind. No one gets left behind. There you go. And that's where we're sitting right now. All right? And I told you, if we got past that 13, we'll always go to the next step up. Right now, where are we headed? Back to 382.83. All right? We're at 382 now. So we're looking for 383. We're going back up. So what do? We went from the lower VWAP this morning, right? We went from lower VWAP, boom, 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 right? Up to upper VWAP, channeled with it, came back down to the VWAP plot, all right, and back up, headed towards the upper VWAP again. So, you know what? We're still strong. The bulls are winning right now. The bulls are definitely winning. And I'm sure they're winning with Tesla too. Okay? Look at this. It's just amazing. 382. 382. A lot of resistance here, 382. A lot of resistance. Let's see what happens. Did we hit 24? What did I say? 24, 25? Did we hit it? 12. Right. So we're still at 382. I'm gonna, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna trade anymore today. I'm gonna, unless I see a major opportunity. Major opportunity is too much resistance here. It goes a little more, tries, and then I know I see the pullback coming. I will get into a put. I am not doing calls because I don't have. And look at that pullback. See what I'm talking about? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So it went to 310. All right, and that's where our resistance is at 310. But I'll leave it at 382. And see the pullback here? 67. It was a nice scalp. You could have made 30, 40 cents right there. Five contracts, you would have made $200. Nothing wrong with that. But that's 200 on the SPY. What would you have made with SPX? So I'm going to look at SPX contract right now. It would have been 336.75, and we're down right now 336. That's $4 on SPX. So you just would have made $2,000 if you did a put. That would have been $2,000 on 5 contracts. What's wrong with that? That's more than I made for the whole day so far. And I should have been in it. I'm calling it, and I see it happening, and I'm not doing it. But my luck, I would have got in, it would have gone the other way. And I'd say, man, I had $12.50. Why didn't I just take it? You know what? The best opportunity was always in the morning before 10:30. The best opportunity is to wait 2 or 3 minutes to see which way the markets are going when the bell rings. All right? You don't jump in with SPXs and Teslas just yet. You got to wait to see which way the market. You got to feel it out. But when you get in heavy, and get in heavy till 10. At 10 o'clock, you got to figure there's going to be a puff and then a put down. All right, and you just I told you go back and go to the contract, go to the contracts, go to the charts, and go back 1 month, go every day and make a chart for yourself. This day, what did it do? Spiked up, came all the way down. Spiked down, came all the way up. Blah 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 blah. Take a mental note picture in your head to make a chart for yourself to see what it does, and you'll see it'll be true. History repeats itself all the time, and that's the beauty of the stock market. It will repeat itself all the ways up to the crash. All right, I'm going to move this up to 10 for right now, just for a second. Because I don't know that we're even done at this point, but it's going. All right, and then I'm going to move this one up. Let's see. I'm going to edit this up to 381. And let's say 25 for right now. Puts us less than $1. Brings us up. All right, so you see where we hit the resistance. Right now, that's where we're at, 381.40. And I put you at 25. Why? Because I see the pullback and it might hit it. Now let's see if we can hold it. Otherwise it will be at 50. But right now, see what's happening? See the pullback? See the pullback? You'll see the 25 probably. What a nice put that was. That was a great put. You're talking right there if you just got in the SPX. So remember I told you it's 38.36.50 and you're at 29.20. So 36, that was $7. $7 that would have been $3,500 right there on SPX. You can't make that money with Tesla, folks. You cannot make that kind of money without a lot of contracts, but only 5 contracts. And if you don't have a big one, you go one contract. One contract would be 100 shares. Right now, if you had one contract on SPX for the day, you would have been from 36 down to 28.75. Okay, so what do we got? $6. You would have been $600. So for some of you with small accounts, you would be very happy to have a $600 a day, $500 a day. And there you go. Look where it's stopping. Look where it stopped. See, I raised that one, and I raised this one, and see what it did? 25. And if I look through here. 39, let's see where I'm at. Oh, I'm on the bottom here, I don't want that. Okay, 35, 37, I'm trying to see, 32, 30, 29, 27. Here we go. So it hit 27, right there. You see it? 27, 27. Ooh, somebody sold out at 20, somebody bought at 28.13. So it hit low, 28.13. So you can see, it hit low for a split second and somebody got in. It's amazing. Okay. But that's why I did it there. But now what's happening is it's come down, it's hit the new support, it's bouncing off support, and now let's see if it bounces off the 13. If it does, and it bounces back down, then we know it's going to drop. There's the first bounce. So now if you look at it, we have 3 bounces. We got 1, 2, 3. And that one there has got a doji, I can see it. So if I make this bigger this way, take a look. You see the doji? I can see the little tiny point in there. And now we're dropping. And we're going below. And if we go below, we're still trying to hold, but we're going below. Okay? Let's see what happens here. Now you see why I widened it? You see what I did? By raising it, both what it did for me, it brought me to closer to real support and resistance. Listen, you don't have to be exact and I don't have to be right. I just have to be close. If I'm close, then you're closer to not making a bigger mistake. Okay? That's the important part, is to make less mistakes and learn from the ones you do make. Okay? The biggest mistakes I ever make in trading is overtrading, revenge trading, and chasing. Going after a stock in the middle of the channel. All right? Now, we know at this point, okay, 381.30, we don't know what's going to happen, but I will say now, all right, let's see. Let's bring this down. All right, let's see. Maybe it's going back up before I bring this down. I was going to bring it to 75. Let's see what happens. We might have a lot of resistance at 50, 55. Let's see. Might go back up. So maybe I'm best off just leaving it alone. I was going to bring it down to 381.70. I thought it might pull down. And just as I said that, it got that gush, but it's only 68.5,000. We're still under, okay? Let me just do something real quick. I just have to keep raising my neck up. There you go. Much better. I'll just put it below me. I'm going to take off my lower target too. Don't need it. A lower target at this point would be 378, which is the lower view up. That's all we really need. And we have no upper view up. We have no upper target. I got rid of that too. All right. So right now, again, we have 382.10 is resistance. It's going to come down. I probably was right. Here's the 75 I was going to bring it to. I was going to bring it to 75. Let's see if it's going to hold there. All right, 70. It did hit for almost a second. What did it hit? I'm looking below. 70. Hit 70. Okay, there it is. 75, 78. So it's a good thing I just left it alone. But you see when I raised up this to here, we did tip this. We tipped the old one right there, but in the middle. See? So it stayed right at my support. And let's see. Truth is, I can still bring this down. 381.10. I don't know. It might hit. I'm gonna leave it alone. There's a like 90 cents in there. What do we have from 25 to 10? 85 cents. There might be a lot of resistance at 382 at this point. It might even not get back there. Okay. What do I have here now? See, it's still trying. But what's the volume? Very low. What's the volume here? Low. What's the volume here? Low. Watch that. They want you to jump in. When you jump in, they're going to take it back down. All right. So let's take this now and let's bring this down back to the 382. All right. Let's see. And I see here, what do we got? 90, 95, 90. What do we got? 89, 90. Let's see. Let's see what I got. I put it on the bottom. And I'm also watching Tesla for you guys who are interested. Tesla also is at its support right now at about 123. It just fell a little bit below the support. So we're going to put new support for Tesla at 122.75. It's starting to drop a little, which wouldn't surprise me if the SPY started to drop. I look up and that's what it did. Okay? So we can see we never made that point, and then I can see now 85, and now we can see that this has come down to 381.85. So what does it tell you? If you see this and this is happening, we hit a high, we came down, we came up, we're building lower lows. All right, lower lows means it's going to drop. Make sense? Obviously, manipulation. I plot support, resistance, trend lines, but also try and take a step back, figure out the psychology of the manipulators, and try to figure out where they would. Unless you got $100 million or $50 million, you'll never figure these people out. They do what they do based upon what other people do, not what you think they're going to do. I'm telling you. Okay? And here's your drop. Like I said, it's going to drop. So that's going to bring us back down. We're still holding, still holding, still holding, still holding. Still holding. All right, still holding. But we're not going to hold. If we're going to bounce off there or bounce off the 13 again and come back down, it's going to drop. And we'll have to see if it holds 381 then. Right now, we are in a slightly upper road. If I look right now, I'm willing to bet you, and I didn't look below. Let's see, 15 minute. You see, it just reversed on the 15. Let's see on the hour. See, we're still on the up mode, slightly on the up, but you got an upper and lower doji. So I can see that just by looking at the actual chart, okay? So although you should be trading in a 5 minute like this, what would you do now? You see it's coming down. It's got an upper doji, which hit resistance, all right? Eventually, I think this is coming down. But I want to leave it on the 1 minute so you can see it tightly. And that's why you get scared here, because you think it's going to go back up. But is it? I don't think so. I think I'm going to go put it here and see what happens. All right. Usually when I do this, watch. I could be wrong. They could bounce it. They might be listening. They could be in this room listening. We'll watch Active Trader. He thinks he knows it all. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Don't tell me what I know. They did that to make me look silly. But either way, 381.85 could have brought this even lower, but I'm not. It could have been right there, which would have been 90. So 90 and 90, 85 and 85. We do have support there. I wonder what his chart tells me on Boone's if it shows that at 381, at 380.85 as support. As long as we keep a tight channel, we have an idea, okay? We just want to keep it close enough to know which direction. Don't chase it in the middle. Wait till it's up, wait till it's down. If you're going to chase it, make sure you have a bigger account and keep a tighter stop loss. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. No matter how many times I say it, it's going to come out the same way. For real. Need new eyes. All right, let me go back to my SP. Let's see. Tesla. Oh, wow. Tesla. Right, Tesla. Let's see if we can move Tesla around a little bit. All right, Tesla's got resistance at HK 38. 45. Well, right now it's at 122.50. We're trying to see if it's going to hold there at 122.50 on support, which brings us on resistance to 123. 123.50. Perfect. 122.50 to 123.50 on Tesla, if you're watching Tesla. I have no upper lowers at this point. It's in the middle, so your uppers and lowers would be your upper and lower VWAP plots. Okay, on that one. Same thing for the SPY. I've taken out all upper and lower plots or targets, and it would be upper and lower VWAP. And right now we're nowhere near any of those. So right now we're in a bigger channel between the VWAP and the top here at 382 bigger. So between 382 and the VWAP is what we're looking at, 380.50. But my support for all significant values here is 381 and 380. Why is it doing that? 381.85. It's coming down lower. 75. Let's just wait and see. It's a good enough channel. See, truthfully, you could have moved this channel up. It's going to make it tighter. You just see something. So let's do this. Let's take this channel here, activate this, move this up right there. What does it give me? 20. Let's just make it 25. It's not going to, ooh, that's not right. Okay. Could be 20, but I'll make it 25. So right there. So we got 381.25. And here, see how our channel got tighter to 85, 25. It could be 20. Odd numbers. 20. So you got 20. I'm even going to go as low as, all right, so 20 to 85 is 65 cents. You can see I just made it much tighter. And that's pretty cool for the SPY, because the SPY, the way it moves, it can move dollars, okay? So if it gets exasperated enough, and the people who are trying to manipulate this, unless they're just having fun because it's lunchtime, watch this thing at 12 o'clock, it could move, all right? So I'm just letting you know. It is lunchtime. And there it goes. So the bulls have stepped in again, and the bears have left the room. Could you imagine being the fly on a wall in one of these people worth $50 million to watch what they do? Tesla is bearish right now. It's just at the 13. It's below. Tesla is 180. Boy, is that far off 200. It's nowhere near anything. The only thing that's okay with Tesla right now is the volume. It does have volume. More volume than actually the SPY does per candlestick. Wow, we got Monday off. I said I might be off next week, but I may not. It seems my wife may be working a few days, so if she's working, I might be here. So I'll see how I feel. I do want to. I want to change my hours up a little, so I can. I want to get a little workout in the mornings from now on, so I can get enough workout, take a shower, maybe walk a little for a half hour, come back. I don't need to be here till really about 9 o'clock because we're doing options and I'm not doing stocks. So there's no reason for me to be here any earlier. I don't need to be to do that thing for Deck in the mornings anymore. I think as of the 1st, I may not be doing that where it says, trade caster review, live casting. I mean, it's a show, but I may pull back on that for a while. What I may do is just maybe if I'm here at 9:30, I'll just do the warnings for the bells. I think they're more important, really. We really do the other stuff. It's more for the new people coming in because there are new people coming in all the time. And it's not something that Deck came up with. It's just something I just started doing about 3.5 years ago, and I pretty much stuck with it on a daily basis. And every now and then I come up with new pictures, because everybody likes diversity. All right, he played that same one for the last 3 months already. Come on, active trader, get with it, or you'll be the inactive trader. When I retire, that's my name, the inactive trader. You like that? I'll go from active to inactive. But as long as I got a good bone in my body and I'm able to get up in the morning and feel my feet, then I guess I'll continue to do this. I am going to have to make, I think on the next coffee, when I run out of this coffee that I have, I think I'm going to go to decaf. I just love coffee so much, I really do. I even love coffee ice cream. I'm a coffee person. And if I can tolerate, or maybe even go down to some half and half, make my own, half decaf, half, mix it up. So I can figure out how much. I can start weaning myself. It's the caffeine. I might get my voice back. So that would be nice. Because some days I have it. It's perfect. And other days it's just like, I don't know, I don't know. I just want my full voice back. How we all doing today? Anybody stick anything in profits, chat? Let's see, profits. Oh, yeah. Let's see, what do we got in here? Today's 19th. Nobody's put in today. Got one for yesterday. I'm going to put mine in. So, it's SPX. 2 trades. $1,250 yesterday. Did about, let's see, I think I did 6 trades. I also did SPX, and I did put yesterday's into 1125. I put myself in there. You should all put your profits in there. Let's start filling that thing up. New people come in here and they go, oh, we got a profits chat room. I wonder how these guys are doing. We're doing so well we don't have time to put it down. All right, so what are we back up to now? 382. We knew we'd get there anyway, right? 382. Boom, 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 and we're getting, and the bulls are back. The bulls are back. Those horny little bulls. Okay. And there, look at the resistance. Look at the pullback right there. And as you can see, you know what? We had heavy resistance there once, twice, 3 times. Let's see. 3 times. And right there, that's when we came in. Before we were upper, we started to build lower lows. We're still trying to hold it. You know what? If you want to... I don't know if we go for the day. Let's see. Let me just do for a second. Do 5 minutes. So we could do this. There's one. And then from low here. See that? And bring that back to 1 minute. You see what's happening here? For your daily, looks like we're getting, that's a squeeze play coming. That is a squeeze play. You all see that happening? The question is, if we stay above the 13, it could be a squeeze up. If we don't, it'll be a squeeze down. Let's see. Or a squeeze back to resistance. Gotta watch that carefully, which way we stay. That's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe do that just now at this moment. But am I right? I don't seem to be a little far out here. Why am I so far out? There. Looks like I missed it. I missed it. How can I miss it so far? Let's see. Let's go back to the 5. I did. I didn't miss it really. On the 5 I didn't miss it. Let's go a little further in. Let's take this out of there. Let's remove that. I'm going to go a little further up because it was a... I don't think it was a real doji anyway. Boom. There we go. There we go. Let's do it that way. Let's see. We still got the squeeze. I'm a little closer right there on the tip. See it? On the 1 minute. And you see? What did I tell you? It was on the squeeze. Hit resistance. Squeeze down. If we form a lower low, because right here, you see, we formed a slightly... We got a higher high for the moment. About the same, but a little higher. Let's see what we do. There's your low right there. If we close lower than that line right there, which we're not, then as long as we're above these two, then we're forming a higher low. Then it could go back up. Such manipulation is amazing, and how they can bring it, you know, to certain places at a time. Just like these dojis here. You see this doji? That there was 56,000. That's 59,000. There's not much right now. I would not get in. I wouldn't be playing with this thing because the volume is too low. They can see every move you make. Look at the stock. Oh shoot, that's not what I want. Okay. 700, 900, 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares, $381,000. 1,000 shares just sold. Another 1,000 shares just sold. It's getting a little bit of a sell-off right now. Another a lot of shares being sold, a lot being bought, a lot more being sold. So look at your level 2, and that's going to tell you. If you look at level 2, just say, is there more being sold or more being bought? Right now, this looks like more being sold. If that's the case, then this price will go down. But it looks like it's kind of evening off. It's like a wash. Even this is not moving much. Look at that. This chart here, it went slightly under, it's not doing anything yet. You don't know which way it's going to go. You don't need to be a weatherman to know which way the wind goes. All right. 361, 68. You think so, huh? Boone? You think we're going to hit a higher day, huh? Let me see what's going on here on some of these stocks. PRQR from yesterday, I can get rid of that. I got ORIC from yesterday. It's up 70 cents. I haven't traded a stock this whole year. Not stock-wise. Hate Apple. I got to get rid of Apple. I can't watch Apple. I just would never trade it. FDX. FedEx is up. Microsoft, another one I would never trade. Get rid of it. Okay, SPY, and see, SPX is only up $6 now, where before it was down over 27. That's amazing. Hey, Boone, you can put that stuff on the board. You don't have to send it to me privately. You mention the indicator. Let people know how you feel about it, how it's working for you, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. Let people know. Share it with the board. You know, it's important. It's not about me. This is about us. You know, we're a group here, but I appreciate that. You know, I have worked with it before, and I remember I worked for about 2-3 hours one day, and I just couldn't take all the pivot lines. But I realized that I could take out certain lines if I wanted to, and just get that support and resistance that I want. If you learn about the pivots, because there are people that draw them, you know, they put half lines, or they're using that program, and they're not even doing it. I think they're doing it. Somebody put that out yesterday. I said, oh, where did you put those little pivot lines in there? Might have been Nate. Might have been Nate put that on the board. I don't know if he's here today. Yeah, just share it with the board. It's about all of us helping each other when we learn new things. It's not about me. It's about us, okay? This is not about me. That's why I make my picture so small. So you ever see some of these people that make their picture so big? It tells you about them. I'm not the egotist. It's not about me. I do this for fun. I enjoy doing it. I don't need Deck to tell me what stocks to play or not to play. If I was going to go trade stocks right now, I'd be the guy calling out the alerts to you guys. All I got to do is go on my scanners, go into Benzinga, take those two tools together, and I know everything that's going on in the stocks of the market. You know what? But I've chosen to go this route right now, and I'm going to be looking at. I have somebody who said they're going to help me and to learn more. It might be on a larger level. I don't know yet. She said I can start. I opened up an account. I have to open it today. It's called, I'll tell you what it's called. Maybe some of you know it. It starts with a B. Binance.us. Binance. And it's for crypto. Okay? But it's for doing crypto options. All right? And I'm going to be learning about crypto options and the what it entails and how much we can make with it. And there's a lot of opportunities. Not every day. All right, but there are certain days that you may want to go with crypto options, and I want to learn about it. I'm not saying I'm going that way. I'll always do options, okay? Maybe someday I'll do futures. I don't know. I know a little about futures, and I know some people like doing futures. I have the money in my account to do it. You know, you can do minis, but I want I think is going to give me the maximum for my money, and right now, I think that's what we're doing. Better than stocks. And the one thing I also like about doing this is the fact that a lot of times when you're shorting a stock, you can't get the shorts, or they're very expensive. So, with options, you can short any stock, but I wouldn't. Okay, 124 is right now your support on. Resistance is about 124 on Tesla. And let's see, what do I got the other way? And I'm going to bring up the 122.50 to 123. Gives you a dollar channel. Okay, boom. All right. It's trying to push, but it's having a rough time. And let's see what happened here. Right now, we're getting very tight. Look what's happening here. So if somebody else does what I do, and they do these lines here, it's telling them that something is about to happen. And the time, 12:15, something is about to happen right in here. Okay? We're either going to push up or push down. Right now, we are above the VWAP, so we're bullish. So that leads me to think that we're going to try to push up one more time. Let's see what happens. Binance. I don't know enough about it yet, but crypto. She told me to look into Binance.us.com. Download it into your, what do you call it? In fact, I'm going to download this into my. I'm going to download this into my computer. It didn't open up. Just Binance.us, I think, and look for the download if you're in the U.S. Oh, there it is. Okay, get started. There's no download. Just have to. I thought there was a download. Oh yeah, get it App Store. Get in touch. Tablet, mobile, or device. Buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies from your laptop, tablet, or mobile device. You have to download it. Here it is. Install on more devices. Okay. Samsung. I already have it there. I don't want it on my phone. I got it already. I already got that. I want to do it to my computer. Let's go back. Down. Look what's going on. What did I tell you was going to happen? Here's the official site. Is there a download in here? Contact trading points. One-time purchase. Oh, that's for buying crypto. But I want the crypto options. Anyway, this is just one of the... Oh, shoot. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's do that. Yeah, I got Coinbase. I got all those others. Cannot do options. Right. That's why this is the one. Company. About. Refer a friend. Get $10. Wow. $10 for referring a friend. Institutions. Markets. Let's see what it says. Top losers, top gainers. That's what I use, actually, this exact chart through crypto. Let me put this over here next to my crypto one. That is almost the same chart. Identical. So coin, crypto slots. Crypto Compare is another one. Crypto Compare uses the same exact charting as the other one. Exact. They must be getting it from them. All right, I'm going to play with that later. Forums. Use ThinkScript. So you only have to put it in your devices. Other than that, you can just join. I'm going to set it up to say. I heard there may be no commissions. I'm not even sure. Yeah, these are only to do crypto options. That's it. Not buying crypto in any way, shape, or form. Why would we buy anything anymore that we couldn't get leverage on? And she said something like, it has to do with something to do with the markets. I'll get into it. I'm not ready to go there with you guys just yet. So I don't even want to divulge my conversation at this point. Or maybe any future point. It's between me and her. She's 41 and I'm 68. Who's going to be teaching who what? No, actually, we've taught each other both a lot of things. It's awesome when you meet somebody that's on your intelligent level, no matter what age they are, and you got some sort of a connection. That's awesome. It's just so great. We could talk for hours. It's great. But when she said to me last night, listen, I got to go now. Send me some more music because I'm going to go take a shower and I like to listen to music in the shower. I got such a graphic in my head. It's like, man, don't do that to me. I'm 68. You know, I could have a heart attack. Damn. I'm not dead, you know. I know that, and she does too. I think she does. Come to Papa, sit on my lap, tell me what kind of a day you had. You dirty old man. Listen, my last wife was 13 years younger than me. It just happened. I was not looking for a young girl. But she did move in 7 days after I met her with her 9-month-old child, and I raised him, and we ended up married. I hate being alone. I do. I hate being alone. Not for me. But if I ever got divorced again, I find a new one quick. I don't want to be alone. People who live alone don't live long. They don't. They end up grouchy. You know, I've got arthritis in my hands. I'm like a soccer player. I want to please myself. I can't use my hands. I can only use my feet. I saw that the other night on a joke on some TV program. The guy was hilarious. He goes, yeah, the guy just like, he likes to really go out there and please himself, but he's like on the soccer team and he's not allowed to use his hands. But it was delivery. The delivery was incredible. That was on Gutfeld. That is the funniest program. It's news on Fox at 11 o'clock, but Gutfeld is hysterical. Goes around the country doing comedy. #1 show. Too much information for you, Boone. That's because you're old. Tesla's moving. Tesla's moving. And what did I tell you was going to happen here, folks? Look at this. What did I tell you? I drew my lines out of nowhere. I don't know what made me do it. I could just see the kind of, when you see a certain kind of setup, you know. And I did, and I told you it was going for a squeeze, one way or the other. And not only did it squeeze, but so did Tesla. Tesla now is going for 125. Let's say 124.75. Okay, for now, until it goes further. So that was real good. I called that. That was a great call. I did tell you it was going to happen. And I've showed you, like the other day, we tried that yesterday, and I said, you see the difference? It's a different kind of a channel. It's not a squeeze channel. It's a channel that will go up and down. But this one was a one that will squeeze, and there it goes. Just as I called it. And right in time, too, because we only had... Then if it gets past there and it doesn't squeeze, you want it to stay in here. If it comes down here, you know it's going to drop. If it goes up here, you know it's going up. If it goes here, it's 50-50. Really, it is. So right now, let's raise this up. Let's raise our cups. Let's have a toast to the new year. Boom. And let's see. What do we got here? We're going to make this 50. Bring it 75 cents now. I'm going to get tighter. Boom, boom. So this one is still good, as you can see. And this one we squeeze. So the squeeze is already done. We've already come through the squeeze. So really, I don't need that line anymore. Okay, because everything has changed. And now our channel has changed. But like I told you, I just showed you that. Sometimes I used to save these patterns that I put together like this. And I have a whole folder that I was going to use as lessons in the future to show when stocks were going to squeeze. And 98% of the time, I was correct. It was squeezed one way or the other. And which way it squeezed really depended on whether or not it was above the VWAP, which we are, so we're bullish. And then whether or not we were above or below the 13-day. And if we're above that 13-day, it's usually going to squeeze up. If it's below, if it didn't squeeze up there, we would have come back down. All right? So just remember that. These are very important to do. And right now, we'll just leave this trend line in there. Hold on. Push this back to here. Bring it down a little bit. Okay? Does that make sense? Possible SPY squeeze. And I already said that, Boone. I showed that to the room. I like the way you did that, where you have two open on the bottom. You know, the only thing I would have done different, I like your chart setup, I do. I like the level 2. It's very, very necessary. I like the way you put that little chart above it. That's very cool, too. I don't know how you did that. I guess you have to move them and put it together. And then I like the level, I like the, this is good. You have two individuals, so you can have actually two different, you can have, actually you can have the same. You can have the call on the left and the put on the right. I really like the setup a lot. And the top, the only thing I might have done different is I think I would have divided that up into two charts. But I like it. I really do. I'm going to save this to look at it later. I might make a change on one of mine. See that? I learned so much from other people. I really do. Why isn't it saving? Save image. It's not saving. Why isn't it saving? There it is. Okay. And this is called the Boone chart. Very nice. I like it a lot. You see, I learned so much from other people. I told you the last time you showed that up there. I did. Okay. Hopefully I got it. Let's see if I saved it. All right. Boone chart. I got it. Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to make some changes over the weekend, I think. That might be one of them. Or an additional chart. I like it. I just would have brought it down a little. Let's see. Nah, that's okay. So you got your second chart there. I still think I might have, the top chart's a little too big. You could divide that into two nice charts because your time and sales isn't in the way. But you know what? You can still put a time and sales on the right side for whatever when you're watching. So which you left off. I guess you don't like diamond sales. But that's good. I'm going to expand on that. Call on left and put on right. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. Call on left. Always that way. And the reason is because when you open up your charts, and if you color code them, Boone, you can send them. If they're color coded, which I didn't see, you have it. Yes, you do. You did color code it. Excellent. I don't use red. I always use red for my main chart. So where you're number 2 on the top for the SPY, I would have that as the red. And then on the bottom, I like to have the next two colors, number 3 and 4, and then I do 5 and 6 for the next stock. But regardless, I like what you did. Very nice. Good deal. Good job. I knew I liked you from the beginning. There was a reason. We spoke. Arkansas, right? Just without looking? Was it Arkansas? Just for you, Hanes Ultimate Men's Underwear, 55% off. Wow. Except I don't wear white ones. Forget that. Yeah, I don't wear those. Wow, it's 12:26 already. I think 1 o'clock I'm calling it quits here. Well, 12:30, I don't know. I just got to get ready. I know my wife's coming back early, and I need to talk to this other person. And I think I'm done for the day. I'm not going to trade. I would advise you to be very careful this afternoon. Though we're moving very slowly, this could drop very quickly like that. And if you made money today, you don't want to lose. Green calls, red puts, right? That's why I make my lines. Red for resistance, green for support. Green means go. Red means stop. And right here, look at this. Did I tell you upper view up before? 383. I put that before early. I said 383. And I said it may be too high, and I took it away. But you see what's happening here? So what do we got? 382. We're still at 22. But we got up as high as what? 50? Did we get there? Let me just see. Yeah, we did. So 382.50. And here, we already got 381.50. There's our dollar channel. Now 382. I'm going to take this away for right now, and I'm going to bring this up to 382. It's not the full channel like I usually do, but for right now, as long as we maintain above 382, I think we're in a tighter channel. So you can see from 382 to 382.50. Let's see what happens. That was only 67,000, 50,000, 122. So it's there. 130, 112. And then it just went half, 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 okay? We could see a quick spike or a fast drop. That's why I'm not taking the chances. Either way, I don't care where it's at right now. We are building higher lows, which is a good sign. But anything can happen. Boom, did you say you traded today? Indicate 3 resisting. Did you trade? How did you do today? I don't know if you told me before. I forgot. Let's see. Oh, that's you right there. 2 for 2 today. 420. Now I got it. Excellent. Very good. You got it at 11.50. That was nice. $1.40 on that one. Too bad you only had 2. And the next one you made, wow, you made 70 cents. Excellent. So you had 70 and 140 is 210. And you made 420 because you had 2 contracts. Can you imagine? If you had 5 contracts today on that, you would have been up what? What did I say? 220 on 5? You would have made $1,000 today. Have more. You gotta put yourself out there a little more, but that's excellent. That's great. And I'm the same, 2 for 2 today. And I made $12.50. Very good. Good deal. 3 for 3 in profits area? Did I say 3? I saw 2. 1, 2. I only see 2. I see 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. Where do you get 3? 3 for 3 in profits area. Oh, upstairs. Okay, I gotcha. 3 for 3. So boom, boom, boom. Excellent. Keep it up, man. Just keep it up. Maybe not there. Maybe 3 for 3 up 580. Oh, so you didn't put... I got you. You put the extra in there. I see it now. So you got a 9. Oh, that was another nice one. I just wish to do more contracts. Go for it. And you're going cheaper contracts. You know, they're paying. I can see. No, the other ones you did 12. Just make sure you're at the money. Try to be as close to the money as possible. They'll accumulate faster. And but they all pay. SPX, no matter how you do it, pays. I'm not doing good. I am kind of finished today. I'm not taking any risks because the way it's moving today, I'm just afraid the volume has gotten lower. Tesla, same thing. It's hit its resistance right now. I definitely like SPX better than Tesla. If I had to do Tesla, then I'd have to do a lot more shares. But okay. Right now, I am not going to give back what I made, and I think the best to be made is always between 9:35, 9:30, let's say, and 11 o'clock. After that, folks, it's a hit and miss. And if you're too scared to do something, there's no shame. I've been there myself. Even this week, I saw Dick scared to do an option 2 weeks ago on a Friday. He even admitted, he goes, "I'm scared. I can't do this. I'm scared." And it comes to the point where if you lose enough times, you will lose your confidence in your trading. And when that happens, take a step back. Don't trade. You're just going to lose more. You're just chasing to make money. And when you do that, I'm telling you, take off. Today's Friday. Walk away from the computer. I hear you. Just take off. Monday's a day off. Take off. Don't do anything till next Tuesday. Or just take off till the first of the year. And take this opportunity to just practice, do some paper trading, what ifs, so you don't lose any more money at this point. And really study up on what you're charting and why. Why are you chasing? Why are you asking yourself, why should I do a put or a call? If after everything I've showed you, you have to keep asking those questions, then you're not doing something right. And if you're not doing something right, then you need to take a step back. Seriously. I've had to take a step back. Listen, I told you a couple weeks ago, I got so lost because I lost. I got lost in myself, all right? And I was depending on Nate, okay? And he's no better a trader than I am, all right? But I depended on him. I looked at to lean on somebody else. And when I get to that point, I need to stop. Because when I did, the first one I did good, and the second one I lost even more. And then I stopped. Listen, don't do that. Don't do that to yourselves, okay? If you're not feeling confident, that's not an abnormal feeling. It's very normal to feel that way, okay? Take a step back. They all should have been close to the 50 delta. I always look for 50 or more. 53, 55, 57. I don't like to do under 50 in the delta because if it goes the other way, the delta drops. If it goes up, okay, if the stock goes down and your put starts to go up, your delta goes up with it, and it pays a lot. But I'm just, but anything weird is going to pay. It's just one will pay faster. You can get out faster. It's just so weird how it works that way. It's kind of scary at times watching that. I screwed up this morning. I mean, I could have had a $4,000 day again. And that's because of lack of confidence, okay? So for those of you that are thinking, I just don't have the confidence or I get scared, you're not alone. Don't think you're alone, okay? There's a lot of us here that have gotten it at times and just go gung-ho and then lost it for a period of time and taken a step back. But when you don't have full confidence, take your trades and pull them back. If you're doing 5 to 10 contracts, do 1 to 2 contracts. Whatever it is, change it up. You'll see if you do that, you will become more consistent in the trades that you do, okay? But if you don't, you will start losing twice as much. And then you'll get caught up in, I was talking to this girl. She told me in the first 2 years doing stock trading, she lost $5 million, okay? 2 to 3 years. She lost $5 million. She says she will never trade stocks again. And I understand that, okay? I've had my ups and downs with stock trading. And right now I'm doing options, and I've had ups and downs, and it was a bad month, but I'm really starting to get a whole different feeling for it and my confidence level. And the truth is, I don't think I can go back to doing stocks. I don't. I actually like options. I like the feeling of them. I like how they move. And you know what? Like even doing stocks, why do I want to do Tesla? Okay. Why don't I do Tesla 5 contracts or the SPY 5 contracts when I can do one SPX contract and make more money? So there's a reason why so many people do SPX, and there's a reason why new people only do Tesla and the SPY. Number one, ordinarily, because of the size of their account, they weren't able to trade Tesla and the SPY before. So it's an exciting thing to do that. The first contract I ever did in option trading was the SPY, and I actually made about $1,000. I was, wow, this is great. So the next one I started doing Tesla, and when Tesla was $960, I was Taylor Trader was buying the actual stock, putting out $1 million, and I went, wow! I bought 5 contracts, and then it went down a little bit, so I bought 5 more, and then I realized I just put out $960,000 worth of contracts. Even though I didn't pay that kind of money, I put out $19,000. Now I've put more than that out for stocks, but I was new at options, and here I am, not even knowing how they work, which contracts, if I had the right ones or the wrong ones. I was just doing what somebody else had told me, and that was to be right out of the money. Right out of the money or right at the money. And that's what I did. And I'm going to hit my target here, buddy. People, look at this. 375. We got close. Let's do this. We got real close there. And it pulled back. That's too bad. Okay, 375. What do we got here? 382. We got to leave it there. So 382. 14. This is less than $1. It's only 75 cents right there. Got to leave it. But I did $960,000 worth of Tesla without even thinking about that. I did that. Okay, it never dawned on me, and nor did it dawn on me that I just spent $19,000 for options. Okay, for 1,000 shares for 2. I did 5 contracts and 5 contracts, and I ended up winning. And I went, this is great. So I won on the SPY and I won on that. And I started winning really big, and I brought all my losses for the year down. And then all of a sudden, I went crazy with the options, and I went crazy losing, and I put myself $30,000 in the hole. Okay, because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't. I just went for it. So sometimes when you go a lot bigger, thinking that you're going to make a lot more, the only thing you do a lot more is lose. So be careful. Now I've got it down. I know which and I came to you about a month ago and I said, I'm going to come back and give a lesson on picking the right contracts, maximizing your profits, and of course at the same time trying to minimize your losses. Okay, and I'm still not always doing what I should be doing. Let's see here. 382 million on the SPY. Equity blocks, dark print SPY. 97 million. Equity blocks and dark pool prints. What is this? What am I actually looking at? Someone bought 1 million shares of SPY. Amazing, isn't it? Wrote it exactly to 380 and then sold. Isn't that ridiculous? So they made $1 on 1 million. They made $1 million. But yeah, the manipulators, absolutely. But, and I believe that. And I'm telling you, it happens all the time. It's amazing money what you're talking about. They bought 1 million shares. So that's 380 million. I told you, there are people with accounts that for big funds, big stuff, that 580 million just to make $1 million. And these are not private people. These are people that are working for big companies that are doing this. Okay. But here's my point. Can you imagine if they did the options instead? How much more they would have made? It's not for someone. I'm telling you, these are companies. These are mutual funds. They're big companies that have hedge funds. They get in, they get out, and that's what you see going on in here. And you don't know when they're going to do it, and they don't have to announce it. Okay, it's not like they work for the company and they're doing insider trading. They do not have to announce it. They just hit a button. Boom, boom. For them, that fund that they have may be worth billions of dollars. They could have $26 billion in the fund. So for them to either make or lose $1 million won't even show on paper. For real. Thank you for sharing that, Pendragon. It's what I'm trying to explain to people, how it happens all the time. And I show you when there's $1 million worth of shares. And they may not have done it in one block. They may have done, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000 over 5 minutes. They're big whales and they can move the market that way. That's right. Let me tell you something. They're the ones who write up and produce all the shorts that are out there. And that's why I learned when Reddit and Wall Street Bettors, when they started with that GME and the AMC, they did that to prove that they could hurt the market, the bonds. They weren't ready. They got their pants taken down with a spanking for billions of dollars. But you don't see Reddit and Wall Street Bettors anymore really pushing it out like they were. Somebody got to them. Okay? Somebody got to them. Whether it's the SEC or whatever, because they're putting groups of people to manipulate stocks that's illegal. So they could be tied up in the courts for all we know. I don't know. I didn't check that out. Oh, I didn't even know this. It says on here, look at this. I was just looking something up. I didn't even realize this. It says on January 27th, the official Wall Street Bets Discord server was banned for hateful and discriminatory content. Who do you think did that? Some people probably got on there, but did Redditors save GameStop? Who is behind the Wall Street Bets? Jamie Rodriguez. Always knew Wall Street Bets. The Reddit forum he founded was part of something big, but he wasn't prepared for quite how big. It's amazing how big it was. Jamie Rodriguez. Wow. He looks like me, actually. Got the same beard, same colors, wearing the glasses, got the high forehead. He could afford to plunk around 1,000 shares of Google. Good for him. Didn't love trading. At least he did it first until the mid. It's a good story. Good story. Very good story. Okay. What do I got here? I'm going to knock this out. I don't want to. 45 people there watching. People are very quiet over there in new subscriber. Felipe, welcome. 1 hour ago. Gavin here today. A lot of people are quiet. No comments today. In what do you call it? YouTubers. But just wanted to shout out. It's been a good day, It's been very unusual. I stopped watching for a few minutes there. Look at that. There's the pullback. All right, spanked me. I just got into doing something else. Got thrown off the board for a second. Okay, let's bring this down to 75. All right, so 381.75 on our support, and this has come back down a little. 382.75. Let's just make it 50. All right, I don't know if we're going to go back up again. This could be the bounce play that we were looking for up here. I hadn't put this back up there. So remember, we were shooting for this before, but we got close. You see, down. We never made it there to the 383. But we did get as far up as 382.85. So that's pretty close. I did call 383, and we got within 15 cents. I think that was another good call by me. I just took the line away. If you remember before, I had it up there for the high target. So I'm done for the day. I am done. It's not to say that you can't make any more money today. You can. I'm just going to tell you to be very careful. You better make your. I was making them a little tighter. You might make these all a little tighter. What do we got here? 50. And that's going to bring this back to 382.10 on the bottom here. It's 382. If I bring this down a little tighter, I just don't know what it's going to do. Add this to 382.25. There. I'm trying to keep it tighter in the channel. And then here I've got 381.75, which is good. That gives us 50 cents, right? It's really a little tight. And you can see what's going to happen. We might push through. If we do, we're probably better off moving this back up to 50 and leaving it there. It's too tight. I can't have the channel that tight. There you go. That looks good. My eyes are starting to bother me. I need eye drops. Wow. What a day. What a morning, really. It was an exciting, punch-filled morning from the opening to about, what was that? About 10:30, right up to about, let's say, from right here, from where is that? From right here down to right up there. Boom. Just amazing. Just amazing movement. Here, more consolidation, but there was money to be made, especially with SPX. Right now, we built higher highs, we built higher lows, we built higher highs. Did we ever reach? We never got a new high of the day, did we? Where was that at? We sure we had to. 382.26. Yeah, we did. Let's see. I have to refresh this, and it says 382.85. So we did. It didn't say it on the board, but we did hit a new high of the day twice after the first one. There's your pullback to the support again. Same thing for Tesla. Has a pullback to the SPY, which means right now we're really at about 124 on support. Puts us right above the SPY, and resistance at 125 on Tesla. You got $1. Nice. Tesla's right in the middle of upper and lower, and right above the VWAP. So it's become bullish, but just bullish. Just clean this. Where's it going to go? Right now, we're still bullish on the SPY. We're bearish under the 13. Its current uptrend at this time, prediction, we fade back. What did I just say before he came in here? I said we're going to fade back, we're going to pull back. I used pullback. Until the close. Don't expect much as the day goes. Less volume, and that's what I said. And that's why I think that I'm going to call it quits. 1 o'clock, I'm done. I'm going to call it today. Half a day. And wish you all a Merry Christmas. You know? What else can I wish you? Joy to the world. That's what I can wish you. Just remember what the gift is. Jesus was the gift. Jesus was the gift. Why do they say Happy Christmas? It should be Merry Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Oh, I like that. That's very cool. And Happy New Year. That's nice. I like that one. I like that. exist. So let's make it number 2. There we go. Show, boom, boom. JPEG, boom, boom. Boom, boom. I kept Boone set up. I don't want to get rid of that. I like that a lot. Santa, I've been good. I got her. I took care of her this week. I actually bought her all these seeds that I've been planting. I'm germinating catnip, wheatgrass. It's a blend, and one other. And I also bought some a sweet, not rosemary. What's the other one? Oh my God, I can't think of it. Sweet rosemary? Boy, I can't think. Yeah, she don't touch my Christmas tree. It's on my table. I got a small one. It's up all year. We don't take it down. We're rednecks. My last name is Rudnick, so that makes me a redneck. So I leave my Christmas tree up all year round. I swear to you, it's the truth. It's on my dining room table. Actually, it makes a great night light. So, but this time of the year, I put the blinkers on. So it blinks from 6 o'clock till about 11:30 at night, then it goes off automatically. It doesn't bother her either. She doesn't phase. The tree doesn't phase her. She won't touch anything that isn't real, like alive. Wow, we dropped down to 50. Let's see. We dropped down just to 50, and that gives us here. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep coming down a little bit. 50. That gives us $1 in the channel. There we go, back. See, I'm not going to play with this. I'm not going to say there's no money, but I don't like it when there's such low volume per 25,000. Look at the size of the candle. It looks bigger than it really is. So with 25,000 on that candlestick and this one here, 47, I'm done. I'm not touching it. I'm telling you right now, I would not chase anything. Okay. The only thing that keeps dropping that probably you'll make money on, it's going to take a little bit of nerve of steel, okay, is Tesla. I think it'll continue to drop. You got one, I'm going to say right now, you got 123.75 is your support. And I'm going to bring in, my computer's starting to slow down anyway, and that makes what's this one? 123.75. I'm going to edit this one and make it 124. That's 75 cents. 23. That's $1.25. 120. What did I say? 123.75. 120. What am I at? I got lost there for a minute. 124.50. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, that's fine. 124.50 resistance and 123.75. It could be even 65, but let's see. 60, 65. Yeah, 65. Edit that. Go down a little bit. Because I think we're going to see a drop. Next time it'll be 50. Okay, there we go. So for those of you wondering what I'm babbling about, because I do that at time to time, I talk to myself because I figure everybody's listening anyway, is this. I just changed that up there. So you can see here, I've got the 123.65, and here I've got 124.50. So I brought it down to 85 cents. Okay? For those of you watching, I still think we're going to come further down. I think we should end up about at least down to 123 minimum on Tesla today. Could be lower. We got a long day left, so. All right, let me get out of here. See, my computer's slowing down. From the time I hit the button, it's not moving. I'm not moving. I'm starting to slow down. And this we're good. Wow, is it 1 o'clock yet? It's 6 minutes. If the wife don't come home, then I'll come back on, but she's supposed to be home soon. I'm surprised I haven't heard from her yet. She's still working. Let's see. All right, 62. That's it. How are you all doing? Everybody good? You getting ready? Got family coming over? Not me. I'm spending my Christmas alone. I haven't even heard from my son who lives near me. He has never called me for my birthday. You people did more for me on my birthday than he did. You know, unfortunately, it's sad. I haven't seen my granddaughter in a while. I don't know what's going on in his mind. It's all about him. So, and his lifestyle. Not mine. All right. 5 minutes, 4 minutes. That's it, folks. I'm going to call it. All right. So again, and I hope. How much did Deck lose today? Anybody know? It's Tuesday. Wow, that's amazing. Tuesday. Let me be the first to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I want to just thank you all for your support through this year. We're off the next 2 Mondays, so I will see you all, some of you on Tuesday. I'm sure I'll come in for a little bit. Whether I'll be live, I'll play it by ear. And also for some of you who are going to take off next week, I'll see you on January 3rd. Stay safe, be well, active trader. Love you guys, man. You know, we got 2 more minutes. And then we all get to sing a song. Sing a song. God. There you go. Thank you for the prayers. Matty boy. Don't be a stranger. Give me a call. You got my number. Just text me first, just to make sure I'm not on the other line, because I do get busy. You know, when you don't see me, I am always constantly learning something new, doing something more, or with somebody. A lot of you know that because, like yesterday, I was in conversation with who was that? Who was that anyway? Gosh, spanked me. I know his name, but I don't know his Winthorpe, okay, who's in here. We were talking last night, till even as far as 10 o'clock last night, while I was having another conversation with somebody else. So I'm always doing something. I don't just, I don't just, you know, cancel off, close my computer and stop. I never stop. That's just who I am. I'm always trying to learn something new. Like I told you last time when I came in and I said, I was so tired of guessing on what contracts and which way we should go and listening to other people give advice that was so totally wrong. I'm not mentioning any names, but people we know. They just thought they knew and they were wrong. And I always knew that the safest way was to stay right outside. Just stay at the money or just outside the money. And if you did that, you'd always win. pretty much, if you went and your timing was right. Listen, three most important things is timing, is a resistance, support, and then timing. Okay, if you get those three combinations together, you've got it, and that's what you need to work on. Know your support, know your resistance, and get your timing down. Don't chase stocks in the middle. If you stick to that and you stay away from chasing in the middle, and I do it. You see what happens to me. I tell you when I lose. I'm not here to lie to anybody. Okay, I'm not breaking it down and making hundreds of thousands of dollars yet, but I know what I'm doing, and I'm able to help you to know what you're doing. And the point is, I lose because of stupidity. I lose because I'm a human being, and I have emotions just like you do. And you can't get emotional in stock trading. And so for some of you who are new, you get these certain feelings inside of you when you trade. I lose $1,000, I don't get any feeling. I win $3,000, I don't get any feeling. I get happy, I get a smile, but I don't get those feelings anymore inside of me. Those go away eventually. When those go away, then you really know you're a trader. If you're still getting those things, you're an amateur. And that's okay, because you can become a professional. Learn from the mistakes of others before you. Don't be foolish and think you know it all, because you haven't even scratched the surface. And I'll tell you what, with starting my 5th year of day trading, January 2nd, January 3rd, I have so much to learn. And I hope you believe you do too. Because if you don't, you shouldn't be doing this. You're just gambling. You don't have to just be a gambler. You can be an educated trader, okay? Learn that, there are times we are gambling. But it's an educated guess. It's an educated gamble. It's using the technicals and the fundamentals of what being taught. But it is 1 o'clock. I love you all. I want to thank you all. And I'll leave the charts up for a little bit until my wife comes, because we're supposed to go out. She's got to get me out of this house. I got to get walking. All right? So thank you again. Merry Christmas to everybody. And for some of you that won't be back next week, have a happy and healthy New Year. And I'll talk to you when. Thank you.